detective. Thrill me.
Thanks for joining us again. We had to pivot a little bit here, Jared, so we've decided to go with a commentary. Been a little while. Also, a reintroduction to Chuck Norris. Haven't seen Chuck's foot in our face for a while.
Long.
Yeah, I know.
It's been too long since I've had Chuck's slipper wedged in the crack of my ass.
Perhaps. I get the feeling, Jared, though, when it's over, we wish it had been longer.
Yeah, possibly. Although, we're watching what I would say is, so far from what I've watched, is the one that I've enjoyed the most.
Yeah, look, I believe this one's got a bit more punch, and that is Invasion U.S.A. Directed by Friday the 13th, director Joseph Zito, Jared. So I'm actually, I have seen this, but haven't seen it for a long, long time. So it'll be worth a quick review. So, Jared, what have you been watching before we get into this?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
So I mentioned Mind Ripper last time. I finally finished it. Holy shit! The less said, the better. I did lay the boot in last time as well.
I like the fact that there's no fucking it got better.
No, it didn't. It got worse. I was on the lookout for some more Jackie Chan, and I found a couple of his early efforts to break in the American market.
Not Rumble in the Bronx? Or
No. The ones before that. So there's one called The Protector, which I've found it. I haven't started watching it. But the first one was one called The Big Brawl. Or I think it was called, there was another title, The Brawl at Battle Creek or something like that. And it was directed by old mate that did Enter the Dragon, Robert Clouse. So
Robert Clouse.
Yeah. So
what year was this?
It was 80, I believe.
1980.
Yeah, so there was this, and then there was another brief period. I think The Protector was 85.
Oh, and then obviously the Cannonball Run pictures were in there.
Cannonball Run, well, yeah, wasn't he cast as a Japanese person?
Yeah.
Cannonball Run? Then it wasn't till I believe they mentioned, Police Story was probably made in frustration of these kind of things after The Protector. So, but this was the first one. It's not great. It's sort of. There's a couple of issues. Number one was a 10-minute roller skating battle sequence involving Jackie and a couple of other mates in a team roller skating battle that the mob is looking to fix.
And, that doesn't sound reality-based, Jared.
But then the other problem is, even when they get a couple of things right about what you want with Jackie Chan, they don't do it well. Which is strange because Enter the Dragon was done quite well, but the direction is a real problem in the fight scenes.
Robert Clouse.
Drop
the
ball. Whatever his name is. Drop the ball, all right? Drop the dragon. So, for example, one of the early fight scenes is, these mob guys trying to sort of shake down Jackie Chan's father's store. And Chan is there, but his father's saying, don't fight them, don't fight them. So Chan's kind of kicking their ass while trying to make it look like he's not fighting them, which sounds like something that
humorous
you would see in a Jackie Chan film, but it's really strangely directed, so it lacks all the kinetic energy that Jackie's known for. It's kind of he's really sluggish and slow, and it's lingering shots on. It's really weird, and then we get a couple of. There's one particular fight scene with a couple of his Hong Kong stuntmen that is super short. And then, you get into kind of this sort of tournament sort of setup and it's too late. And it's kind of funny. We've got like wrestlers and we've got brawlers and we've got this kind of hillbilly town and Jackie Chan's in the mix, but it just doesn't work.
Okay.
So that was a bit of a disappointment. I'll report back on The Protector, and I actually have found Cannonball Run 1 and 2 to check out. So.
I'm not going to lie. Cannonball Run, I still laugh.
Yeah, I'll probably get a few laughs out of it. I'll probably find a few laughs in there somewhere. Blue Beetle popped up on.
You finally got there.
Yeah, I got there. It was okay.
Okay, so you're not raving.
No, I'm not raving. It was fine. It was a serviceable little actioner superhero movie. Again, probably suffered from villains that were a little, boring.
Did it suffer from the fact that it's DC? Sorry, I probably shouldn't say that.
Well, I've said this before. Like DC, even amongst the muck, they've still thrown out a few good ones, and people forget that it wasn't that long ago when Marvel couldn't put a foot right, and DC had the Dark Knight series, the Batman and Superman original ones, and it's not good enough to have overcome the fact that it was fucking dead in the water when it got released. Like, it was, number one, it was in the writer's strike, so you couldn't fucking market the thing, and number two, we already knew that we were going clean slate.
Yeah, so it was basically just a waste.
So it was basically just, here's this. I think there's some good things about it. I think the family dynamic is kind of fun. George Lopez is kind of good.
George Lopez?
As an uncle in there.
Okay.
Zolo Maridueña is not bad as the lead. But yeah, I think it was just, it wasn't good enough to overcome the hurdles that were fucking jammed in front of it. So yeah, there's that. The First Omen came to Disney Plus very, very quickly.
The First Omen. You don't mean the 1970s Omen.
No, I mean
the movie called The First Omen.
Very recently released The First Omen, which was only at cinemas here 2 months ago.
What was it like?
It's good. Yeah,
good.
It's pretty good. It takes a little bit of a different approach with how it views the church. It manages to collect a couple of those unsettling sort of moments together. There's a little bit of predictability about certain aspects of it, but I quite enjoyed it. Thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Dracula Untold. In the wake of Van Helsing, I was on the lookout for some more Dracula
sort
stuff.
of the start of the Dark Universe?
Well,
to that one?
I mean, yeah, they kind of sort of put that out there. It's essentially the origin story for Dracula. I didn't mind it. I thought it was okay. Had some neat little things about it. It's pretty short and sharp. Tries to...
Wasn't there also a Frankenstein picture made around that time?
I can't remember.
May have had Aaron Eckhart in it.
Oh, I think it might have been a bit before that, but I can't recall. I think you might be right. But yeah, I think this was at the start of all that. So yeah, it had some decent things about it.
Okay.
I thought they tried a couple of interesting things to start to explain. It was just one of those ones where it's like, okay, well, we're going to take the villain and make him the hero and try to explain why. Which, I don't know how much of that I needed for Dracula, but I thought it was okay.
Okay.
I watched a short, sharp doco. Don't know why, but I watched a doco on Wonka, the scandal that rocked Britain. Remember that?
Wonka.
Remember that stupid thing that guy put together that was like the Willy Wonka experience? And
no.
Well,
I wish I'd been seeing
I don't know how you missed it. This bloke marketed one of those immersive experiences.
Was this recent?
It was recent, but it was clear from the get-go it wasn't. I've taken my kids to some of the Harry Potter ones here that were done by Warner Brothers, and they were pretty fucking fantastic, to be honest. But this one, it was clear that the blokes just whipped together a couple of AI pictures and whatever, and it was called the Willy's Chocolate Experience or something, and it was fucking laughably bad. Like, the poor bastard hired a warehouse, and essentially they walked in and there was one little podium to walk over that had like a cardboard chocolate river, and then there was just a couple of things stuck on the walls, and then there was this whole thing about like people took videos and it took off on social media. There was this thing called The Unknown where it was just a person in a fucking robe and a mask that was kind of poking out from behind a mirror.
Oh my God.
It was laughably bad, and it was I was following it on social media when it went along because I thought it was funny, but this was like 45 minutes of talking to all the people, including old mate that did it.
and how did he come out of it?
He didn't come out well, but he fronted up and he answered the questions. I think I get the sense that, as one person puts it in the doco, if he was a scam artist, he wouldn't have been there on the day trying to run the thing. Do
you reckon this was a bit like that fucking werewolf thing we almost got ourselves caught up in?
I think it was just a fucking poorly put together one. It was essentially that, that's kind of what, well, I reckon that one was probably more of a scam.
But Jared, when do you come to the conclusion that this isn't going to be good? How far into it? Because
to me it was...
Before you even get to the fucking opening night, you've got shit stuck on the wall and that's about it. I think that's time to pull it up.
To me it was because, look, I've gone to ones that are not legally Harry Potter things. Yeah. Like I remember we were in Melbourne once and we just had a spare hour or two and we found, it's this Harry Potter potions class. It was essentially like a little escape room setup. It was really cool, but it wasn't a Warner Brothers one. So it's hit and miss. You got to do your research, I guess. But this one was just like, it's going to be on the day. They sold fucking 800 odd tickets for £30, which I believe in our money is about 70 or 80.
So hang on a second. So basically, he could not stop.
He couldn't
He's
stop.
800 deep. He knows fucking hell. I got to do something.
Yeah. And there's, they got the videos of people yelling at him, "You've scammed us. You've scammed children," and all this shit. But it was disastrously. Like, you look at it, and you're like, this is shocking. Like, absolutely terrible. But yeah, I couldn't stop laughing. My wife was like, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable now because the poor bloke's saying, I wrote the script. He said, look, I did write the script, and it wasn't Willy Wonka. He was called Willy
Plonker?
Dildo or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ!
But he's
Jared.
basically, and the
What the
the
fuck?
Oompa Loompas were called like Oopsie Doodles or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm sitting there, they're sitting, like the people that were acting in it were going, we got this script and it was utter gibberish. It looked like it was written on AI. And then they put the poor bastard up there saying, look, I suffer from dyslexia, so I ran it through AI to look for
Oh, no.
So my wife is sitting there going, I'm uncomfortable. I feel a little uncomfortable. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, I feel a little uncomfortable too. But then they flash up. He's also an author who's published 17 books this year, which all look like they're written by AI. And they show the covers. And I said, yeah, that's fucking AI generated. He's just whipped that together on an AI. So, yeah, it was kind of, look, I was kind of
So you
laughing.
kind of felt bad for him, kind of didn't.
I kind of felt bad for him, and kind of didn't. But then I also, like, there was people that had booked tickets, and then they showed videos of themselves handing their kids the golden ticket and going, look at this, we're going to Willy Wonka. And I fucking burst out laughing. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a shit bloke, but I couldn't stop giggling at these, like... Yeah, so
Just the sheer fucking idiocy. Because once you get there, you realise, oh my God.
yeah. Look, it was one of those hastily whipped together docos just to try to cash in on something that only went for an hour or whatever.
But that's all right.
It was kind of funny. Then I went on to your tip, Adam, The Stolen Youth, the cult at Sarah Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about fucking escalating quickly. I mean, obviously in the doco, it took a little more time.
It took months, but still.
It essentially goes from, oh yeah, he was sleeping on our couch to, so one night he asked me to strip down, and then next thing you know, I'm in his room with this bird. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How did we get to that?
Yeah, I was like, hang on a second, hold up.
Yeah.
How did we get here? But also,
But
Jared,
the
I
length
think
of
you
time
hit
that some of them stayed.
you hit the nail on the head with the whole. When some guy's suddenly asking me to fucking provide 50K for some pots and pans that he reckons I destroyed.
An itemised 50K worth of shit that I
am
damaged.
not a violent man, Jared, but I hit the bloke.
Yeah,
Like, I'm just going, fuck off.
I'll tell you when I hit the bloke is when he asks me to tie a rope around my testicles. That's the point where I say, this doesn't seem normal anymore. But as I said to you, I can't get over that. Like, he got a bird who was on the verge of having her medical license and had fucking
Psychology,
been to
Jared.
Yale
She should have
was it
been.
Harvard or Yale?
I think it was Harvard.
And she'd fucking studied psychology at Harvard.
You
and
would think she would have known all about this kind of fucking behaviour.
Yeah.
You know,
believe it.
psychologically.
Couldn't believe it.
But also, once again, just turned out to be another fucking bullshit artist who told everyone he was, I was in the fucking Navy SEALs and all this kind of crap. And, like, the American military's got never fucking heard of him. And these guys are just such flogs.
Yes.
Like, they're just such fuckwits. They can't have a normal life. They just have to be... It has to be some made-up crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're just such fuckwits. And then I think to myself,
I don't know
how did so many people who are going to fucking college get roped?
I'll tell you, there's a couple of things here, Adam. I don't know whether it's like... I feel lucky that perhaps... I mean, I'm a bit of an introvert in certain situations. Maybe that's a good thing, that I'm not going to get caught up in a cult because I'm not going to talk to anyone. But number two, someone comes to talk to me and I go, I've got to go home. But number two, is it that, or is it just like that we've got a little bit of a bullshit detector, that we're on a bit of alert?
No, Jared,
Anyway.
we are not the sort of people that they're after.
Yeah.
They're
If
after
some bloke says to me,
vulnerable
look
people.
what you did to my pan. I say, fuck off. I didn't use
Yeah.
your fucking pan. All I did was cook 2-minute noodles here. I couldn't fucking scratch your pan.
Exactly. I was using the microwave exclusively. Like, I don't even know how to use the hot plate, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's because we're not the sort of people that they're after.
No,
they're
of
after
course.
the vulnerable people who don't have the support.
But this was it was almost like they had the support in this house.
Well, one of the girls early on
There
in
was
the
6 of them or was it 5 or 6?
5.
In the uni dorm.
I think it was
and
5 that were in the dorm.
They all went in for a length of time, and
His
it was only the
fucking
one
daughter
outside.
left.
Yeah.
Even.
But the one outside, what was her name? Raven or something. She was outside, and she was constantly saying, "This is fucking. What is this? This is bullshit."
It would be very hard. I feel for her. Hard not to get in touch with those people and say, "I fucking told you so." Didn't I?
Yeah,
You didn't listen.
Look, it was fucking sad watching that family that got torn apart.
Oh, yeah.
But then
He destroyed the entire family.
I mean, I feel so sorry for mum and dad.
But don't fucking put your house up for fucking...
Well, they said we fucking handed over $300K and put our house up for sale. I say,
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. Why did you do that? I know, I understand you would try to do everything for your children, but remember the other father that wrote the letter that basically just said, I hope you're okay. And you know, not cutting things off, but was basically saying the door's open, but I'm not giving you money.
But also, what about the guy who owned the fucking apartment he turned into...
Yeah, that's right.
He turned into orders or us.
I said he could stay there, and next thing you know, there's fucking university students.
But why aren't you moving them on?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
It seemed to me like he was under the spell for a bit too.
But what spell? Like, this is the thing. I see these guys and I hear them talk. It's like Keith Raniere or whatever, that fucking Nexium idiot. And people go, but he was so
he was
charismatic. And I hear him talking. I'm like, this guy's not charismatic at all.
I look at
He's
it.
a fucking dribbler.
Well, I look at it and I hear some of the things that come out, and I fucking think to myself, my response is, you give me the shits. Go away.
Stop talking.
You're being a pest, mate. Like you're a flea. Move on.
But also, like Jim Jones, another one. You listen to the Jim Jones tapes. He's just a fucking shit dribbler.
But I guess the thing with Jim Jones is he kind of put out this life of, we're going to live together.
Yes.
We're going to be self-sustainable. We're living in like
But
a
isn't
utopia.
what this guy trying to... Isn't that kind of what he was doing?
I didn't see any utopias where your nuts were fucking wrapped
hang on. He went out to a fucking house and started digging the place up. I shouldn't laugh, Jared. I can't help it. He's driving a backhoe. He's snorting coke. They said he was snorting cocaine and driving a fucking backhoe around
Adderall,
like an idiot.
He's taking like fucking Adderall.
Yeah, and I'm like, honestly, I am bolting.
Yeah.
If it's even got that far.
And old mate that, like one of the first ones that they showed being fucking hit with a hammer and shit like that, he seemed to go reasonably early.
Yeah, he did.
Even though he did move into someone else's apartment that was being
But also, Jared, I mean,
fuck
me dead. I'd like to hope, if you're slapping me in the face for no reason and telling me that I broke some pots and pans, I'd like to hope that I just fucking knock your fucking teeth out.
Either that or I say, okay, see you later. You've done that once.
Yeah, once too often, mate.
Done.
Next one, and I headbutt you.
Yeah, so that was good. I watched 3 premieres of TV shows. I watched the first episode of The Acolyte, which is the new Star Wars one.
Yeah, I've heard mixed feelings.
Look, I've got a real issue with Star Wars reviews at the moment. It's really hard to determine whether they are really actually bad product or
just shitting on the Star Wars.
Shitting on Star Wars because there's a woman in a lead role or a person of colour in a lead role, which I hate to say, but it's fucking, there's a theme there. So I'll reserve judgment. The first episode, I would say, it was probably middling. I enjoyed it, but nothing that knocked my socks off just yet.
Okay.
I watched Clipped.
Oh, yes.
The Donald Sterling affairs.
How was that?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's got a shine of a Tubi original with the casting of some of the NBA players. Being an NBA head, you know exactly what these guys look like. I mean, I've listened to the doco about all this. I've read fucking books and articles about it, so I'm well across it. But then you watch some of the people rock up that have been cast as the NBA players. Like you look at Blake Griffin and you just can't help but giggle. Like it just doesn't look right. Aside from that, it was pretty good. And Ed O'Neill is quite good as Donald Sterling. Lawrence Fishburne, although I take the points that have been raised about how he doesn't really look that much like Doc Rivers, but he's pretty good as well. And I think that's the sort of bloke that you do go with I mean, he looks enough like Doc Rivers.
But
and I think
because
can
he's a
act
good
well.
actor.
He's a good actor.
That's the difference.
So there was that, and the other one I watched is season 2 of House of the Dragon. I watched the first episode of that, back on the Game of Thrones.
How was that?
Good. Just kind of continuing this whole theme of, you just don't know what to expect. It wasn't like a cracking episode, but it was good enough to get back into the world and throw a couple of things in the mix again. So that was good. I went to the cinemas to check out Inside Out 2. I also watched the first one again before
I heard it's all right.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I don't think it was as funny as the first one. And my kids were kind of like, we didn't enjoy it as much as the first one. But what I think it does well again is it's just a really good fucking deconstruction of growing up and the emotions and shit.
Yeah.
It continues doing a really good job of that. And he's funny, he's entertaining. I think it's probably only shade below the first one. But good again.
Okay.
And then the last two on another new streaming service, Adam, I'd found there's 2 French language flicks from the 80s. Jean de Florette and Manon de Sers, which I'd watched years ago. I had a French teacher who used to put them on all the time. And I remember the first time thinking, oh, fuck, here we go. I'm in school in year 8 or whatever. Okay, fuck, here we go. We're going to watch a French film.
Clearly the teacher's not interested in doing anything today.
Yeah. But I actually really fucking enjoyed them, both. Yeah. And so it's been quite a while. I haven't watched them again since high school.
What are they? Just what sort of movies would you say they were?
Dramas? It's kind of a period piece. Yeah, a bit of a drama. It's sort of a period piece. The first one's got Gerard Depardieu. So it's a period piece drama that's like... It's hard to go into any of it without starting to spoil things. But it's essentially these 2 guys on a farm, these two family members on a farm that are sort of scheming to get some shit off another property.
Okay.
That Gerard Depardieu inherits. And so it's essentially one movie. Like it was shot back to back. And the story is kind of like, the first one happens and then it's like a sort of 10 years later kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, really great stuff. It was pretty cool to go back to them because they are both very, very good movies. And that was me.
That was you. All right. I was, of course, still on the psychopaths. The psychopathic, ex-girlfriend or whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
So me and my wife were going on and off,
Tit for tat.
tat.
Whose pick was Alone?
That was my wife's.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So
did you kind of grumble before she?
Well, I didn't mention that I'd seen it.
Oh, okay.
Kept that to myself.
And so
because
afterwards,
I thought to myself, I'll give it another watch because I haven't. I didn't like it, but I thought maybe I didn't really give it its due. I kind of got sort of sidetracked maybe when I watched it the first time and I wasn't that invested.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's better the second time around. It was not.
Well, I actually went back to check out some Letterboxd and look at some reviews from people that I follow on there. They fucking rave about it.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the raving is.
No, I think
because it's not even that. It's not even that. It's suspenseful.
No.
I'll start without the psychopaths. I'll go with the new Netflix action movie Trigger Warning that I watched recently, which had Jessica Alba and Anthony Michael Hall. I'd actually forgotten he's a pretty solid actor.
Yeah, he's good.
Like all round.
Very good.
Like he was very good as a young actor, but he's still very good as an older actor. We talked about this when I first came in. This is just Netflix making like fucking B-grade direct-to-video stuff, but seemingly attaching someone with some name. And Jessica Alba is perfectly fine in that role. In a better movie, she would have been nicely placed. But the movie's just so generic. It's not even bad, Jared. It's just kind of like there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's nothing to it that would make you go, geez, I remember that.
Well, this is going to sound ridiculous, but give me some of the fucking out there. I mean, I don't want to say high concept. I want to say aiming for high concept ideas. I mean, shit like, be prepared to laugh, but something like Hard Target. Give me an idea, something ridiculous like, we're back to the whole most dangerous game.
Fuck, Jared,
hunting humans kind of thing.
Give me a Crank.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Just give me something like that.
Yep.
But also, Jared, the revenge film, because that's what this is. It's basically like her father dies, she's a army veteran, she goes back, she wants to find out how he
Colour
died.
me shocked.
Yeah.
Netflix has got someone who's involved in some sort of conflict.
Exactly like I would have expected. There's those revenge films, like something like Man on Fire. is
Yeah.
how you do that.
Yeah.
Because it is a standard storyline,
Well,
but
even the
beefed up by
Equalizer.
the
The Equalizer's like that mid-tier that I'd watch that again. Like,
But see, Man on Fire is elevated above those ones because it's shot in a really interesting way, and there's all sorts of kind of camera shit involved, but then they get the relationship right between
Yeah.
Creasy and Peter, like. Yet it's such a standard storyline.
Yeah.
There's nothing to it.
Yep.
So try to do something like that,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yep.
But yeah, she was pretty bland. Okay. Then I watched an old slasher that I'd actually never seen it. And Ray, a friend of the show, Ray, brought this film up. It was called Fatal Games. It started off like a fucking episode of like the start of Porky's. Or some sort of like sophomoric sort of like high school film.
Yeah.
Initially.
I see no problem there.
But so initially I was like, what am I watching? But then it kind of, when it got into the sort of the slasher stuff, it was silly, but there was some kind of pretty reasonable kill sequences and chase sequences. And the killer was kind of dressed, because they were all Olympic hopefuls.
Yeah.
The killer was dressed kind of like in a fencing kind of kit, and the weapon of choice was a javelin. And there's one in particular where a girl's like lifting weights, and the camera kind of zooms in on her to about torso height, and then she looks up and she starts to scream, and the fucking javelin just goes bang and carries her back into the wall, like all in the shot. Like it looked really cool.
Yeah.
So it actually had some kind of things to recommend. Like I would go and check it out. I believe it's on Tubi.
Yeah. I'll be on there.
And then we got into the tit for tat psychopath thing.
Okay. Who's winning?
Nobody. Nobody, Jared.
Nobody's
I can
winning?
tell you right now, right after this lot, nobody.
Who's winning? Netflix.
Okay.
Netflix is winning.
We started with a Netflix original called Fatal Affair, starring Omar Epps. Rubbish. Rubbish.
I think I could have told you that based on the description
I remember turning to my wife, and look, I love Omar. But I turned to my wife and I said, you know what? If this was Morris Chestnut, we'd be more sort of invested. I kind of feel like if it was Mo Chestnut or Mekhi Phifer or someone, I'd be more invested. But it was just your standard sort of thing, you know. Woman has a sort of a dalliance with a bloke, and then she tries to sort of palm him off, and he won't go away, and that kind of thing. And it was pretty bland. Again, Netflix. Fucking hell. You guys need to think. When someone puts a script in front of you, you don't just say yes.
No, yeah, you got to read it. Read the thing. Make an informed decision.
Maybe these guys are working for A24. Is that
Yeah.
no idea what they're doing.
I think A24 read it too much. On the sounds of that
Friday the
Crystal Lake
13th thing, yeah. Then, Jared, I got in on Blumhouse's Psychopaths Are Us picture, The Boy Next Door. Absolutely hilarious. Like I was in stitches watching it.
Inept?
Inept does not begin to... I mean, fuck. You know, people say what you want about J-Lo, but I thought she could at least... You know what I mean? Even if she phoned it in, it was passable. I mean, Christ, I swear she fucking hadn't been acting before.
Well, you know, there was this
Honestly.
whole, not to go too far off track, but there was the whole thing recently about how she had that fucking disastrous documentary and
I never
showed how out of touch she was, and then she had to cancel the tour because no one was buying tickets, and then people are like, well, she's always been an actor and a singer was sort of on the side. And I'm kind of like, has she? Like,
what J-Lo has is, in the right role, she can be very good.
but look, she's okay. What's she been really good in?
Yeah, okay. Everyone talks about Out of Sight.
We're still hanging the hat on
And
Out of
Hustlers.
Sight.
I think Hustlers.
Okay,
I haven't
yeah,
heard of
right.
Hustlers, but I've heard it. She was very good in that.
Yeah, okay.
But I did some research into this one, though. I laughed heartily for 90 minutes, and then I did some research because I'm thinking, you got J-Lo. It's directed by Rob Cohen, who directed Fast and the Furious. And I'm like...
So you got some things here.
And I thought to myself, but I heard it was cheap, like real cheap. So I looked it up. Blumhouse, $4 million. $4 million budget. Managed to scrape up $60 million worldwide.
Yeah,
And everyone was paid back end.
So you laugh heartily for 90 minutes, but so did Jason Blum when he saw the
Yeah, exactly.
saw the receipt.
But so did J-Lo and Rob Cohen because they got scale pay up front, but took percentages.
Yep.
I mean, Cohen walked away with $2 million in the kick.
There you go.
So J-Lo would have probably got 5.
See, why? How are we still making fucking $200 million pictures?
No.
Jason Blum needs to fucking educate everybody in Hollywood
Exactly.
how to make movies.
So I was just like, you know what? I see why she was in it.
Says Dwayne, stop pissing in bottles. That's number one.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Number
Dwayne,
two-
we're not paying you by the urine bottle. We're paying you for fucking quality here.
Yeah.
But that's why J-Lo was in it.
Yep.
I reckon, because they basically said to her, listen, we give you a percentage. I guarantee you we'll make money.
You can sleepwalk and you'll get $4 million.
She's like, fucking you bitch. You know how long it took to shoot? 25 days. So fucking J-Lo didn't even break a sweat.
Oh, fuck. She's barely even got out of the second or third gear. Hasn't even had time to flex the acting muscles there.
Half the time she's probably turned it up at midday.
She's in mid-season form. You didn't even make the playoffs. Like, didn't have time.
Yeah, she was just fucking padding the stats. Padding the stat sheet. It was a shocking film, though.
Okay.
Including a car crash where a car goes round like a logging truck.
Yeah.
And then swerves because the brakes are out and runs into the side of the logging truck.
Yeah.
But when you see the shot from above, it's clear the truck's not moving. I was just like,
That's all right.
fucking hell, come on, fella. Jesus. Rob, shoot it bet differently.
Good breaks. Good breaks on
Yeah,
the
but that's
truck.
because Rob was like,
Mate,
counting money.
you made Fast and the Furious. Surely you can shoot a moving vehicle.
Exactly. Exactly. So that was a tough one. I feel like I got a win here because I pivoted late on one. I had selected Law-Abiding Citizen with Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx, which is absolutely out there. Like, it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
But then as I was scrolling through what else was connected, I found Joyride.
Oh,
Jared.
yeah.
And fucking Joyride
Good.
does the goods.
Yeah, I've been looking to watch it again because it's been a few years.
It's fucking really solid.
Yeah.
Like, really solid. And, you know, a young Paul Walker, the guy's got charisma coming out of his asshole. Steve Zahn's a bit of a pain in the ass because he gets kind of saddled with the character who's a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, though, Ted Levine, a fucking rusty nail.
Yeah.
You don't even see the guy. You barely see him. But the whole way through the voice is just
What is he
fucking,
called?
he nails it. Candy cane, yeah.
Yep.
Just the way he talks, it's like, fuck. You know, my nutsack would have been crawling up into my belly too. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah. Then the last one, I tried to tell my wife that this probably wasn't going to fit. This one didn't fit the brief. But she said, look, I've never seen it before. It had Anna Kendrick in it. And I thought, all right, we'll have a go at it. It was called Darling Alice. And it basically was really a drama about a woman in I wouldn't say it was a domestic violence situation, but it was a controlling relationship. And she goes away, she lies to her husband and tells her she's going for a work trip and then ends up going with friends, like her old friends, to a coast trip. Mm-hmm. So clearly pissed on Friday night watching this Family
Stallone until 4 a.m. after a couple of White Claws. Or a couple more White Claws.
Yeah.
A flagon of craft beer.
Holy shit, I can't wait to see season 2. I need more piss though.
I need a bottle of Captain Morgan before watching season 2.
I think we really need to double down. And she kind of breaks free of that.
Of the
and
clutches of Sly and...
But then the husband turns up. He gets wind of it, where she is and she lied. But it doesn't equate to what I think. You know, the whole psychos, he turns up, he's a psycho. That was, what I think my wife thought it might have been. Yeah. But it just wasn't. It wasn't like that at all. It was well made, and I do like Anna Kendrick.
Look, I think
Anna Kendrick's a really good...
it sounds like you've had another rough trot.
Well, partially self-inflicted, mate. Like,
yeah.
I'm starting to dig for the shittest, like, psycho movie
I'll tell you what you need to do next time.
What?
You need to have a veto card.
Veto cards.
Each person needs a veto.
But the problem is, Jared, I would get vetoed like fucking immediately.
But you need to sell it. You need to say, look, I've watched movies before. This is a good one.
Yeah, see, the problem is I can't say that.
And then I hear Dear Alice, I say, veto. There it is.
Yeah,
There's the big X.
what I do is I just slide the card across.
yeah. And then whilst the movie's playing, I quickly sneak it back into my pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
The next one comes out.
Veto.
Veto. You already no, I didn't veto that.
And we watched Darling Alice last night.
Yeah, you need to start putting rules on
No,
this game.
Joyride is. I feel
Joyride's
like
good.
I'm winning.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well,
and I also
before,
picked Summer of '84, so I still feel like I'm winning.
the streamers are winning with your $25 in their pocket each month.
I know.
The way Netflix is going, that's going to be fucking 40. So.
I know. They had a fucking. I got an email about putting their shit up again. I was like, you folks are testing my patience.
Did you quickly just reply with an excuse me?
Yeah. You are fucking testing
How
my
much?
patience. I should write back saying, you can put it up when you put something decent on here.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I am about to cancel one.
Which one?
Finally. Stan's going. I'm going to put binge on for a bit and go alternating.
Watch Joyride before you cancel.
Yeah. Well, fuck. I think it's on another stream.
I want to watch Joyrides 2 and 3.
Yeah, well, they were on Tubi. They were on some Tubies around the place.
One of the tubies.
One of the Tubies around the place. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to fucking fire off a quick email to Stan, and when they do the Paramount and say, no, you're not going to cancel, I say, no, you're right. I'll re-up me for 12 months.
Exactly. You're like the fucking Jedi mind trick.
Yeah. I negotiate with streaming services like Rod Silver negotiates with Rutger Hauer. I play hardball, and then when they say, no, we've reinstated you for 12 months. I say, excellent, thank you. That's exactly what I was hoping for.
I mean, but remember though, Rutger
we've given you no discount. We've actually added $3 a month. Oh, okay.
Rutger was a hard man to fucking negotiate with.
Yeah.
In that movie.
See, I come in throwing people out the window, but the streaming services just lay on the back and giggle to the night sky like Rutger was doing to Ron Silver. And I've got nowhere to go.
Yeah. All right. Okay, that was me. Let's fucking get into it. Let's get
do it.
going.
Let's do it.
Before we get into it quickly, directed by Joe Zito. This is from 1985. It's a Canon picture. Directed by Joe Zito. It's written by James Bruner, Chuck Norris, and Aaron Norris.
Well, thankfully, James was in the room.
And it stars Chuck Norris, Richard Lynch, and Melissa Prophet. A little bit of trivia here, and this one really sort of made me go, It was. Until 2007, this was MGM's second highest selling home video title, behind Gone with the Wind. So you got Gone with the Wind followed by Chuck Norris.
Talking about a thin catalogue. Christ almighty.
I know. All right, let's do it. And this is going to have ads, people, so we'll let you know when there's an ad.
We'll just give you a quick
and you can
pause
sort
when
of
it's
pause
time
it up.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right.
MGM.
Just got the MGM logo, lion just roaring now. We're ready to rock and roll. Now, you have not seen this, have you?
No, I have.
You have? Quite some time ago?
Many, many years ago.
Yeah.
I know it's, it's considered one of his better films.
Yeah.
Is that not correct?
It's fucking ludicrous, but it's entertaining. So.
it's fucking
The Canon
ludicrous.
Group presents. That's always that.
Chuck Norris. Charles Norris. Golan and Globus. Okay, so we start out in the ocean. Is this like a refugee boat or something?
Mm.
I mean,
it doesn't look like a Sunday cruise around the harbour here, Adam. It's,
No. It looks everyone looks a little bit
a
dishevelled.
little bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
Fuck, pass the sunscreen.
Oh, fuck, mate. I'm not going shirtless while I'm out there.
Fuck, I'm
floating
covering
in the middle
up
of
with whatever
nowhere.
I can. Give me the sail. I'm fucking covering up.
But this seems like a weird way to start a Chuck Norris film.
Why?
I don't know. Usually someone's getting their head kicked in within the first couple of minutes.
The funniest thing is, isn't this bloke here old mate that turns up in the fucking Marvel things?
What?
Remember, he's the guy when Ant-Man's fucking ordering some Dairy Queen.
This guy?
Yeah. And he goes, "Thank you, Spider-Man." And he's the guy in fucking Tim. Oh, what's his name? Tim Robinson's show, I Think You Should Leave, where the guy's talking about, I want some good ideas, and he's sitting there going, I think we need a car that where your hands don't fly off the steering wheel when you're driving and all this sort of shit. You remember that guy?
No,
No,
I don't.
you need to watch that.
I'm
pretty sure that's him trying to do some serious work, and I can't take him seriously because of his future work.
his future work. Okay, so they've spotted a boat. Someone's coming to pick him up.
Party cruise?
Oh,
Looks like she's a party cruise. You can hear the
it's a fucking Bucks party.
kilometre away. Oh, yeah. There's a bloke spewing over the side.
There's another guy lashed to the fucking mast.
Someone's doing a yard glass up top.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the Coast Guard?
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's Richie Lynch.
Good Richie Lynch. Fuck, mate. He looks like he's seen better days.
Yeah.
Although I think they've made him up like that, right?
No. That's his. So he's the one I was talking about who his scars
that's
are
right, yeah.
because he was high on drugs and fucking burnt himself.
He did?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
I believe he was. Yeah, I believe he was fucking off his head and just caused some severe burns to his face, but then it kind of gave him these sort of villain roles.
Up close, it's obviously a lot worse.
Well, it's kind of there's certain times where it looks reasonably minor.
Is it
But
kind
then
of
you
like
get
there's a bit of scarring there. You can tell there.
You can see around his nose and stuff.
So sorry, Richie was high as a fucking kite, and then
Yes.
like a freebasing cocaine. or
Yes, I
something.
believe that was the case.
Richard. So Richard gets off the boat. He's making out like he's U.S. Coast Guard or
Like,
something.
hey, we've got a whole esky of Canadian clubs in the back. Come and join us.
Yes. Oh, he's just blown
Oh,
old mate's
fuck.
fucking head off. What's happening here?
Well, I mean, he was worried about fucking the complaints coming in about cars where your hands fly off the steering wheel. when
Jesus
you're trying to
Christ, they
drive.
really do cut them up there.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty nasty.
She's pretty rough. But
Oh, he's
Jeez,
saying
settle
stop
down,
it off,
buddy.
mate.
She's
He's
all
fucking
done.
going off.
all in all, it's not a bad way to kick things off because it's just a bit of like a classic action movie bullshit of like what's going on here. I want to find out more.
I do, but I mean, okay, so the party boat turned up.
Yeah, I want to find out when's the next departure for the party boat. Can I get a ticket?
Yeah, you remember the party bus, Jared? Didn't you vomit in one of them fucking...
No, I did something else in a bin that I would prefer not to.
Yeah, well, let's not disclose, but let's just say it was vomit.
Don't give me 7 glasses of champagne and don't provide a toilet on board.
Okay, so there's a
Disgraceful.
reason why they
Disgraceful.
were here. They needed something. Because they're pulling something out of the boat here. It's cocaine.
Mm.
Right. Okay. So they've basically just interrupted a shipment of drugs.
Yeah.
That was coming on a boat full of refugees.
Here you go. Richard Lynch, 1967, Central Park, under the influence of drugs, set himself on fire, burning more than 70% of his body.
Richard.
Spent a year in recovery, gave up drug use, and ultimately began training at the Actors Studio.
Fuck, I've got to give him some credit here. Oh, hang on. Fucking testosterone. Testosterone went up.
He looks like he's on his way to a WWE event.
Yeah, he's going to drive the fucking airboat through the wall and then come walking in.
As like a character called Chuck Gator or some shit like that. Like,
yeah, but look at him. Testosterone just went up like immediately.
Oh dear. Look at the flowing mane too. He looks like Action Jesus.
Action Jesus. Yeah. Who prefers violence as opposed to,
no, but Chuck's
non-violent.
Chuck is a Chuck.
Needs.
Chuck prefers to talk it out first.
Does he?
Well, maybe not in
Because some of
this.
the films I've seen, he doesn't talk to anyone about anything.
No, I don't think he's going to be doing a lot of talking.
Look, Chuck, I'm not going to lie to you, mate. You probably didn't actually need the scrap of fabric that needs to be wrapped around your body.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like
You
he's
might
done
as well just gone shirtless.
the Hulk Hogan, but continued to wear the sort of vest after he's torn it in half.
All right, so Chuck was just riding around in the Everglades.
Yeah,
type of
completely necessary introduction to Chuck doing fuck all, but riding around on his fan boat around the Everglades.
You know what I love about that? We don't bother to even have him speak. We
No.
introduce him as just a guy driving a fan boat shirtless.
But again, props to Joseph Zito, knows where the bread's buttered here. So
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck, let's just let him fucking...
comes back here, oh, well, we've got reasonable character actors. Let's stick with them.
Who else have we got here in the character actor stakes? Got anyone else? Got Richard
Old
Lynch.
mate in the middle. He was on, what was his show? Was he on, like, Northern Exposure or something like that?
God, for a second I thought that was Ronnie Cox. Fucking hell. I was going to say Ronnie must have been fucking desperate for money if that was the case. Okay, so these guys have found the boat all shot up.
Yeah.
And it's FBI and policing. And then what have we got here? Looks like Joan Jett. Sorry, fuck.
Joan Jett saying, I was hired to play a fucking Bucks party. Next thing you know, there's cocaine everywhere.
Yeah,
That was the Bucks party.
These motherfuckers were, they were drunk by lunchtime. I didn't even get the set going before they fucking vomited on the floor. So she's a reporter.
Oh, no. You know where I remember that guy from?
Who? Oh, the Northern Exposure
No,
guy?
no. Maybe it wasn't Northern Exposure. You know who he was? He was fucking Superman's dad on Lois and Clark.
Oh, fucking hell. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Dean Cain, top bloke.
Dean Cain. Yeah. Is he also like Kevin Sorbo?
Dean and Kevin. I think Dean and Kevin lunch regularly.
I got an idea, fellas. Stop lunching
Stop
together.
talking to each
'Cause your ideas sort of squelched together don't really work, in my opinion.
Eddie Jones, his name is. I wonder if he can coach footy.
I'll tell you what. Or can he get sacked from coaching gigs regularly? Oh, see, Chuck's even into gator wrestling.
Chuck's
That's a
wrestling
real
gators.
gator.
Yeah. Yep.
So Chuck knows his way around the gators?
You reckon it was taped shut before
Fuck,
Chuck got to
I
it?
think so.
I hope so.
I mean, they're a bit more docile, the old gator. But, you don't really want your star wrestling with that thing and then it fucking takes his arm off, do you?
No.
So, is he a cop?
Oh, at the moment, I think he's just a fucking gator wrestler. All I can tell.
Okay. So maybe it's the classic action staple of gator wrestler.
Seems to be hanging around with an alternate universe Wade Garrett, who retired to Florida after the Double Deuce closed down, and is 20 years down the track.
I don't know
from that.
about you, mate. When Richard Lynch walks into a police station, I'm on edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
I'm
little.
just like, fuck, mate. What's this guy doing here?
Is this a police station?
I think it is.
I think
Or is it
this is a fucking crack house?
Is it? Why has that guy got a gun? Why did I think it was a police station?
don't
Why the fuck are they getting patted down?
Because he's doing a deal. Mate.
Oh, he's doing a drug deal. Yeah, he's trying to offload some of the shit he found. All right, okay. Is
Here
that
we go. Billy Drago?
Billy Drago gets a run too. Know your character actors, Jared.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So you see Lynch's, you see the scarring in that sort of.
Yeah.
That sort of.
I mean, tell you what, this is
form
Battle
there.
of the
That
Scary
sort of
Looking
lighting.
Motherfuckers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's Battle of the Scary Motherfuckers, and then you got old mate there with his shirt too tight on the phone.
Imagine rocking up for a game of 2-on-2 against these blokes. Like, oh, shit.
I'd be saying to my partner,
Ooh,
we're going to cop a few elbows here. I
Yeah.
reckon, like we're getting the
Get your
fucking...
mouth going. I just sag and I say, "You've got him," and then they pass to the other one. I say, "You get him."
Yeah. Rotate. Shift.
Switch.
Yeah, switch. I think I'd rather take Drago than Lynch. Lynch was in... I always think of Lynch when I think of Bad Dreams, that movie Bad Dreams, and he was in that, and I didn't realise he'd burned himself snorting cocaine or whatever the fuck he's doing, freebasing cocaine. And so I thought that was effects when you saw him.
And he was, opposite old mate Tim Thomason in Trances 2.
Oh, Francis 2.
Jack Death.
Jack Death Returns or something? Or is it just Jack Death?
I can't remember. Can't remember what that one was.
Right, so the drug deal is going along. Our old mate's checking it out. Looks like Rick James is giving it a run.
Ricky James. She snorts it and says, "Yep."
That guy that does look like Rick James.
That's a woman.
Is it a woman? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, she looks like Rick James. Maybe it's the hair.
Yes, it is definitely the hair.
All right, so they're making the deal.
Making the deal. It's getting high off their own supply. Just sort of sampling.
Oh,
Shit. Yeah, that's nasty.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He bashed her head into the mirror when she was snorting coke, blew that guy's dick off, threw her out the window. This is all happening, Jared.
Yeah, it's just...
Fucking Richard Lynch. Calm down.
The thermometer's just sort of started to bubble a little.
It's and you know what they're doing here, which I like? And great script work by Chuck and Aaron Norris, of course, making this guy the worst fucking person that you can find.
Yeah.
So it means, it's all right for Chuck to kick his head in.
Yes. Yeah.
Substantially kick his head in.
Yeah. But Lynch is good. Like, he's a good enough actor that it's not just the look.
Yes.
He can bring more to it.
Absolutely.
He can bring a searing gaze at him that makes you crap your pants and say, "You get him, switch."
Yeah. Just take the money.
Yeah, just fucking take it.
Take the drugs too. Like, don't. This deal's perfect. Christ, is that God, that guy looks like one of the Carradines. I thought it was a Carradine for a minute. Okay, hang on a second. I think he's not a cop. He's a DEA agent, maybe? Oh, he's got a full shirt on now. I think he's DEA. Or FBI or something. He's not a cop.
I think he's left it behind, though, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
he was the greatest agent ever.
How does he get to work? Where is he working? How does he get there?
Yeah. Okay, I tell you what. These are my terms when I'm coming back into the workplace. I require pay this much, but I also need parking for my fan boat.
Yeah. I think he's obviously from the start of the movie it was just fan boat patrol work.
Yeah, well, he's working maritime.
Correct.
We call it maritime. Oh, hang on. So an agent's coming out to see him. We need you back. Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, how come we can't get an agent a fucking fan boat?
Yeah, exactly. We have to give him a rowboat.
Had to row the whole way in a suit. I mean, at least take your jacket off, dildo.
Well, wear like fucking slobby gear. Like,
yeah.
You're only meeting Chuck Norris. He won't even have a shirt on.
I mean, you don't have to go full suit. Just semi-cash, a chinos, bit of flex in the leg, no tie.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. By the way, I saw an advert on Instagram for some jeans that had a little bit of flex in them. Now, basically considered an action jean in my opinion.
Skinny leg?
Oh, fuck yeah.
She's got to be skinny leg if it's an action.
You also saw blokes doing fucking cartwheels in them.
What sort of ads are you watching here?
No, it's just on my feed.
On your algorithm.
Clearly my algorithm relates to fucking... Well, at least it doesn't have that dude who used to, he was on our feed and he was doing like sort of semi-nude shots and stuff. I kept saying to my daughter, "Get this guy off here."
No, I think, the algorithm... I'd love to know why the algorithm is telling you need clothes that are suitable for the office and the gym.
Yeah, because I've got to be honest, I'm going backwards. I'm not really action. Action's my last thing that I want to do.
I'm definitely moving towards inaction jeans at this point.
Yeah, those are the ones that are a bit looser in the leg.
Yeah.
They've got a diaper in the ass.
Yeah. I need, if there's any action involved in my jeans, it's kind of Matthew McConaughey, Texas Chainsaw Next Generation style, where there's a remote control to make my legs work. That's where I'm headed.
Can you advise me what that was about? Because fucking hell, I still can't get that.
I don't know, but I love it.
Okay, so the
Can
agents
you
come
advise
to...
me why there's an armadillo in Chuck Norris's living room?
Oh, hang on. Do not come into Chuck's totally dark household without knocking on the door because he tries to grab you around the neck. Turn the light on.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck just lights a fucking... a lamp.
There's no electricity here, Adam. We know this.
Well, put the lamps on before the guy gets there.
Yeah, but he's trying not to be found. Imagine that. What a cunt of an existence. You sit there in the dark in your living room every night, just on the off chance that someone turns up to ask you to come back to work.
But also, Rostov's in the country. They've got obviously Chuck and Richard Lynch have got beef with each other from years ago.
Of course.
Imagine living out there, though, and laying in bed at night and hearing gators fucking wandering around underneath your house, Jared. Holy Christ. I am fucking shitting bricks.
Yeah. I'm out of there.
Okay, so now this is where we're getting to the military in town.
Quite a lovely residence here. Is it a residence or is it some sort of...
Hotel, perhaps. It's an ambassador of some kind, is it? Got one of those cars with little flags on the front. Is it the president?
Let's see.
Mr. Ambassador, welcome to my home.
Why are we wearing... Oh, no, hang on. Rostov's here.
Rostov's here, posing as a
security's
psychopath.
Security's as tight as a fish's asshole, but Rostov's managed to sneak up to the side entry.
Yeah, there's a side entry. The Secret Service missed it. Yeah, Rostov's he's disguised himself as a psychopath. A guy who looks like a psychopath. What's he got here? Oh, he's got a rocket launcher. Brilliant.
Just take it easy.
So he's just going to blow the joint up? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's efficient, Adam. You just do all the work in one go.
Well, this is the question I've got, though. It'd be hard to fire one of those things, wouldn't it, without knocking yourself over?
Not for Rostov.
Well, he's a man...
He's an experienced campaigner.
Yeah, he's a very experienced campaigner when it comes to this kind of stuff. This will be good. So he is trying to assassinate a bloke by firing a rocket launcher through... Oh. Ah.
So is this the flashback?
Is it?
Or is this...
Now?
Did Hunter fucking... Did he turn around and say, okay, I said I wasn't coming back, but I will?
Yeah. No, this must be the flashback. He couldn't kill him. That's why Rostov's back in the country. Yeah, he couldn't. And, of course, you see it on Chuck's face. You see the drama, the... Then he fucking toes him in the head. Oh, no, that was Rostov having a
Rostov
nightmare.
having a dream. Look, I have nightmares about Chuck Norris kicking me in the face too, and
So, yeah. So I totally get where he's coming from.
I get it.
I've woken up in a sweat.
In a cold sweat.
And my fucking face kicked in by Chuck Norris.
And that's only from, making uncomplimentary comments about him on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And he's 80.
I'm still
he's
scared
80-something now, and I'm still scared that he'll come across the Atlantic and fuck me up. You know what I mean? Like, Chuck still sort of makes my stomach tighten. Okay, so let me get this straight.
So it's only distracting us from their purpose, which at this point I've got no fucking idea what your
Their purpose is to take over the United States, which is a bit more difficult than you would think.
But which one?
It's a big place.
Can I ask what takes priority, the drugs or taking over the country? Because I think your assets need to be directed, your resources need to be fully directed to one of those areas.
Or do you need to sell the drugs to sleazy blokes in a dodgy motel?
I mean, this is why I see that you're going to fail. I'm like, look, if you'd have taken those 10 blokes that you had running drugs and put them into the army that was attempting to take over America, you would have had a better chance, wouldn't you?
I don't okay. I'm not quite sure how we get to the invasion.
Yeah, it's coming, Adam. It's coming.
Okay. Because you need an army for that shit, don't you?
You only know his reputation, but I know his work. Oof, yeah.
So
I know his work too, and I wish I didn't.
Who?
Breaker.
I did not.
The Octagon.
Jared, I don't even go that deep into his fucking work. Hearing those titles, I go, thank God I missed that. You also watched, what's that one we watched where he was shape-shifting fucking whatever?
Oh, yeah, Forest Warrior. I watched Firewalker as well. I told you when he was trying to sort of ham it up and be a priest. We've got an ad. We've got a quick ad. So
pause your shit. Wait while we put up with...
We put up some stupid game that I'm not going to buy. How many fucking ads are there for... mobile games about taking over a fucking castle?
No, there's a lot.
We're going to have another ad after it.
Oh, for God's sake.
I think they've lost me. You know, previously every ad was about a beer. I mean, I'm on the market there, but not this one.
No.
Oh, God.
So what's... Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what this is. DoorDash.
Yeah, I'm the market there.
Yeah.
I'm lazy.
But does DoorDash even fucking work?
Yeah, DoorDash is still around.
Which is the one that got arsehole? Menulog. No, not Menulog.
No, Menulog's still going. Well, was it DoorDash? Did DoorDash fold here? No, it was the other one. I fucking forgot it.
No, yeah, it was.
I gave it a fair pounding when it was active.
Yeah,
and we're back on deck. We're back in the rusty old shack with the fan boat out the front.
Rusty old shack,
Sorry,
fan boat.
it's not rusty. It's what
half
is
a
it?
dozen gators.
Moss. It's covered in moss and fucking filth. There's an alligator under your porch.
Yeah, but what does he do all day?
Nothing.
This shit
He's just whipped out a chainsaw that has not been used.
He cuts a couple of logs.
That chainsaw has not been used.
Chuck, your skills are being not used properly.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a fan boat attack.
It's a fan boat convention.
You know how quiet these things are.
It's the fast and the fan boats.
Yeah, what? He definitely won't hear them coming. Like, he'll hear fucking from miles away.
Turn your chainsaw off.
Fucking idiot. Honestly, Chuck, your skills are being wasted.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I think the armadillo is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. But is Chuck's armadillo like John Wick's dog? Is that? I can't remember.
Oh, he cracked a smile.
Hey, fuck, there we go.
The armadillo turned over its water bowl.
I didn't even realise it was Chuck. Until he smiled, I thought it was Aaron for a minute there.
No.
Never seen it before.
Oh, Chuck.
Ears pricked up, but I'm still going with the chainsaw
Ears pricked
whilst
up.
I'm trying to listen.
No way there's anyone out this far.
No, fuck. No one knows I'm here.
How does Lynch know he's here? Okay, that agent... Oh, of course they brought the rocket launcher with them.
Yeah, of course. Weapon of choice.
That agent would have been dirty, wouldn't he?
I don't know, Adam. I don't know. Possibly. I mean, he was fucking dirty that he got given a rowboat to get out there, for starters, because it looked like a fair distance. Judging by how far they've just gone in the fan boats, that would have taken me fucking 3 days.
At one point, there was a shot that looked like they were on the fucking ocean. Holy Christ.
Yeah, he's behind there going, fellas, tearing his face on that.
Yeah, they're going, I think we took a wrong turn. I just went past Cable Junction.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, of course.
Oh, mate, comes along going, he's going to get blown to shit.
Oh,
no, he gets a shot off, but he's getting... So, yeah, now he's dead.
Oh,
and Matt's house is blown up. Oh, Matt leaps out the window. Or what looks like Matt, but isn't. Definitely is not.
Definitely is.
Chuck's fucking wig would have gone flying.
What wig?
Clear. enough, it's finished. I mean, look at the fucking place.
Yeah. Look at that. It looks like it's made of matchsticks.
No, but you're meant to blow that thing sky high.
Look, my daughter had a project where she made a house out of fucking paddle pop sticks. It had more structural integrity than that fucking thing's got. Tell ya. Look at it.
Look at it. It's a fucking disaster. But again, Matt's in the weeds, though, Jared.
Oh, no.
The armadillo's all right.
Oi!
Gee, she looked a little bit
Taking a
struggle
tumble.
town.
He's got one log on top of him. One
God.
plank.
And honestly, he would have been blown fucking sky high out that window,
Yes. Yep.
wouldn't he?
Fucking oath.
Well, they've left. They've left him. Don't bother to
Don't
check to see if his
No,
corpse
don't
is
worry
there.
about that. I mean, I have nightmares about the bloke, but I'm just gonna assume it was everything went well.
All right, that guy, that did the job.
Yeah.
Gone. I mean, these fan boats are awesome, though. I would love to be on
Yeah,
one.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Look at the house.
I mean,
You're telling me that stood up? It's still fucking standing.
portions of
Like
it.
it can't
It's
be.
split. It's
They
splintered.
fired 4 fucking rocket launcher shells at it. Shit.
Oh, dear. Chuck looks like he's cracked a sweat, finally.
Well, notice how he doesn't cry or anything?
No.
Or he doesn't fucking get angry?
You're asking a lot there, Adam.
Am I asking too much of him?
You are. The man's a stone.
Yeah, but you're supposed to think there's some emotion there. Like there's some...
Well, he looks mildly disappointed that his house has been blown up. And, oh, yeah, my friend's dead. Like,
Well, my house has been blown up, but it's, you know what? It's
there's a little
still
bit of a fuck. What a fucking inconvenience.
structurally, it's down to the studs, but structurally I could probably rebuild this thing.
Yeah.
He
Well, I
could.
come back next weekend with my chainsaw. I'll fucking fix this right up.
A little bit of drywall, you know.
Drywall?
Fuck.
That is plank, mate. There's no fucking drywall to be seen.
Whatever. Well, get me a few fucking planks and we're back in business.
Yeah, Chuck will take his fucking
He
chainsaw.
burns the whole place down.
Oh, fuck. I was going to say he'll take his chainsaw and just cut someone's fence down and that's his new wall.
He releases his fan boat, so he burns his mate's corpse, which is nice.
Fuck, that's exactly what
Well,
you would do.
Chuck, I think his family might want to know. I know that he was living out on the fucking out in the bloody Everglades, but he was running a business. So I assume he's got kids.
What was his business?
It was fan boat hire. It was.
Well, how come the FBI didn't find him when they sent their mate out?
Yeah. Why didn't they hire him?
There's a fucking fan boat right there, ready to use. Yeah, here it is. Look,
Yeah, see, he's still
airboat rides. Fuck.
Oh, mate, you easily enjoy that.
And Chuck's got to fucking burn the sign down too because the business is now business has gone under.
Yeah. He puts a sign up. Yeah. Under new ownership. Under new management.
Best in Florida, over 40 years. Better cross that out.
Best in Florida over one day. Look at him, he's fucking aggro.
Kids ride free. Fuck, I would not take my kids anywhere near that. They'd be fucking flying off the boat. Gators everywhere.
Oh, man, it would be a free-for-all.
Yeah, he's still a little upset, mildly dishevelled. That's about what. It's John Eagle's restaurant. Was that the guy that got killed, or was that what he was saying to go before? How about the crackers out here? Fucking the denim Daisy Dukes.
On a dude.
Someone with the Terry Talley hat. He's about to duck off the first sleep after he finishes here.
Head of the over. Head back down to deep fine leg.
Mr. Perfect's just fucking wandered in the background.
Hang on, yeah, that's because this is Florida, isn't it? So this is sort of like party town.
It is party time. Yeah, that's why you
Honestly,
that's why there was a Bucks party on the boat before.
That's why the refugees mistook Richard Lynch and his cronies for fucking party boat idiots. They thought it was spring break.
The boat came over and they thought, this is the Jackass boys coming over for a couple of stunts or something.
Yeah, one of them was being dragged behind the boat with a fucking hook through his mouth and dangled in front of a heap of sharks.
Can I just ask why we even bothered with a hot dog on the table for Richie Lynch there? Why just chat?
Yeah. The guy doesn't need a hot dog. And
Okay. We're
Okay.
about to hit
Oh,
invasion, aren't we?
we've got some crackers here. Big fella's got his crackers. Oh, so this is where the invasion's going to happen, is it?
I think so. I mean, it's. I say on par with Saving Private Ryan when they storm the beach. Like, it's pretty close, isn't it? Hey, what the hell's that?
What the hell
Mate,
is that?
we're in Florida. Fucking, there's fireworks going off everywhere. That does not raise an eyebrow.
Every fucking hotel on the strip fireworks in the car park.
I mean, there's bozos down on the beach fucking firing up their penny buggers.
You know, there's half a dozen drunk assholes with those ones that fire like a gun with it between their legs going boom, like this.
Half a dozen dickheads with a strip full of Tom Thumbs and
yeah.
There's nothing
Keeping
unusual
every
here.
prick up all fucking night with that shit.
Yep. Lynch decides that it's
Yeah,
still
let's go with a suit.
It's still suit weather.
You're wandering around the beach in a suit.
In your Julius Milos and your best white
Is this
suit.
Lynch or is this one of the
Oh,
agents?
no, this isn't.
No, this is an agent who's dodgy, I reckon.
No, isn't he? He's the drug dealer. Isn't
Oh,
he?
he's the drug dealer.
What are you watching here?
Well, fucking anyone in a suit, I assume, is a fucking agent.
You do know Richard Lynch has been wearing a
I
suit.
know,
for the
but
whole-
I
the whole
know
movie.
Lynch because his face looks horribly bad. I know who he is. I know he's the villain. Oh, that's right. These guys had a conversation, didn't they? Oh, shit.
See, look, this shit is over the top, but this is the exploitation angle that you kind of
Yes.
it kind of differentiates a little bit of Chuck's work normally, and I
Does
think
it?
Chuck shies away from this sort of stuff.
Oh, excessive violence.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, unless he's delivering it.
So he's delivering it by hand and foot.
Fucking hell. So are they bringing in like a heap of boats? So this guy turned up to shoot
Yeah,
two
storming the shore.
idiots who were getting it on down on the beach. Because they what? They might give the game up?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. I didn't realise it was like this. I mean, this is ridiculous. What, the fucking Libyan army's turned up?
That's Valverde's army, I think.
Oh, fuck me drunk. I did not realise it was like this.
This is ridiculous, but would you not fucking give your left nut for one of these Netflix movies
Oh,
to come
for
out
sure.
with a fucking
For sure.
an effort like this?
Would I have liked to have seen Jessica Alba fighting against the fucking 1,000 dudes who came
Of course you
up
would.
the beaches? Yeah, fuck as I would have. But it's so ridiculous. Are
It
they
is
Russians?
ridiculous. It is.
They're Russians.
Are they?
Yeah, well, they're all speaking
because
Russian.
Rostov was speaking Russian, that's right. That bloke looks like me dad.
Gary Cox accidentally
He was
got-
on there going, I thought I was on the fishing boat. Oh, but I've been caught up in a fucking-
We were marlin fishing 1 minute, now I'm fucking what?
And they're charging on the shore, dad's sinking pub crawl. That's fucking beautiful. I'm in that.
Can I just say this too?
It's,
What
you know,
are
you had to shoot two people because they might raise the alarm, but the fucking 1,500 trucks that you've got lined up
on a road that never gets driven on?
any suspicion.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, my thing here is they should have called this Invasion Florida. I mean, you're not invading U.S.A. You haven't got enough fucking resources
Well, you're
for that.
trying, but she's probably not. You probably haven't thought it through.
You think? Shit, Richard hasn't even
But look at them. They're on the road. It's convoy now. This is breaker all over again.
Smokey. Shit. Yeah, guess what? In a couple of hours, we'll rule USA.
Yeah, I would have thought you would have started somewhere else. Look, I don't know the geography of the USA well, but it is a landing point for. Isn't it easy to access?
Why Florida?
Why? How is Chucky fitting in those action jeans if he's rocking up for a fucking beer and a hot dog each week?
Dude, listen, you don't eat hot dogs. Not from this place, Christ.
Fuck, mate, that's my diet, and I can tell you, my action jeans don't fit that well.
Yeah. The only fucking action is expanding in them.
Yeah.
Not fucking down.
The only action is around the fucking belt buckle.
Yeah, outwards. The belt buckle.
dear.
He's got a beer, yep.
Remember, I
work alone.
Yeah, I will take down an invading army on my own.
I work alone.
Chuck,
Well,
now's
Chuck-
probably the time to work with a team.
Chuck, when I saw you, you weren't working at all. So I don't know. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like at least 20 vehicles, maybe even 40. So nobody saw 40 trucks lined up along the road.
Did not arouse suspicion.
So an old couple coming back from bingo didn't come along and go, fuck, this road's blocked off. Oh, my God.
I want to know where these came from.
Yeah.
They're over 40 years old.
No. He's
sitting there going, fuck, I think I better head back to the farm in Smallville and just fucking, leave this one to you guys.
No, this is too much, Jared. It's too much.
No, it's not. It's just exactly enough.
No.
It's just exactly what you want.
No, it's not. No, you needed it to be just a little bit scaled back.
No, go all out.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I'll wait and see how it plays out.
Hey, cowboy, why does she assume he's got any idea what he's fucking
Because he looked over at her like this, Jared.
Hmm.
Gave her a look like, I can't stand you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does he bring to the table? How is he able to walk around the place?
See, this sequence I remember being quite good. This is, if you take out the fucking part on the beach and you work with that a little better, this is where she ramps up a bit.
Yes.
And again, it's kind of ridiculous, but it's like, okay, suburbs, people everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And she gets fucking overrun by
Richard Lynch.
Idiots in trucks. For the yobbos and dickheads on the pub crawl in 45 trucks. They roll into town going, where's the fucking top bar and where's the bottom pub? Where's the top pub, where's the bottom pub? That's the usual, mate. Street setup, isn't it?
This works well because it puts it in a place where you wouldn't get this normally.
Yeah.
So you're putting it in the suburbs. I like that. Because you're not trying to hit like fucking...
and shit.
You're not trying to hit the White House or something like that, where you would have people everywhere.
Yep.
But then the question asked is, what are you achieving with this? If you were trying to take over a country, what are you achieving here?
Oh, I don't
Nothing.
care about that. I don't care about that. I just want to know what, I just want an entertaining action sequence and I want a reason for Chucky Norris to turn up and fucking kick your ass.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no... I mean, are they running drugs or are they blowing up random houses? And
That's a bit I don't understand. Is that no?
Yeah. How does this achieve their purpose of taking over the country? It's got to be like targeted, doesn't it? But I guess in another way, that's why it's kind of fun.
No, but Jared, see, all you need is a slight tweak that one of the drug lords with the shitload of drugs is living in this fucking neighbourhood.
But why are they taking? Why do they care about
They want the drugs.
But they're taking over the country. Don't they want to take out, politicians and...
Okay, one of the key pollies lives here. The president lives in fucking...
lives here. No, but I kind of... See, this is the thing. I totally agree with you in terms of the writing.
Yeah.
But in terms of the scene in isolation...
Yeah. No,
this is why I enjoy it, because it's fucking ludicrous.
I'm not questioning the kind of like the enjoyment of this type of stuff. Like, I think you said it before, the exploitation elements, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you want.
Yeah. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. We haven't missed there.
Georgie Miller accidentally.
Yeah, George Miller wanted to do
Look, I got a couple of days. Oh, fuck. That house has been blown to shit.
Speaking of, that doco is on the new streaming service I signed up to, has the doco about the making of Fury Road, and I am definitely going to watch that.
Yeah, shit. That'll be interesting.
Because, see, look, this is kind of...
Well, my daughter
writing...
actually went to a Q&A with George Miller a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, nice.
She said he was a fucking world-class yabberer, as she likes to call it.
Yeah, but...
He fucking talked a lot. No,
I mean, look, she's a younger generation. If his answer was longer than 10 seconds, she couldn't give a fuck.
Shit.
No, but I reckon there was probably truth to that.
I was like, yeah, like, of course he's a yabberer, but...
but if it's yabber, that you're interested in, then you kind of...
It was interesting shit, and as I was saying, these fucking guys were getting away. And then she said, he originally said Mad Max was going to be set in Melbourne, in the city.
Yeah.
And then he said, but we didn't have any permits
yeah,
and that. And I was like, they didn't have any fucking permits in Broken Hill.
No, that's right.
I mean, life was cheap in Broken Hill by the sound of things. Okay, so they just blew up a shitload of houses.
Look,
And you know what? There was a couple of lovely explosions there. Zito.
Yeah.
Zito, knowing what you need.
So, you know, I'll say it again. I think from a writing standpoint, you're 100% correct, but I think this scene's one of the better ones in the movie just because it's fucking... It actually makes it scarier that it's just fucking random.
Yeah.
They just turn up and blow up a random neighbourhood and, you know, there you go. There's the little girl that had the family and the family's in the fucking house, which is now been Georgie Miller's into fucking next week.
Yeah, that's right. But I agree. Yes, I agree. In isolation, these parts have worked well.
Yeah, if you're thinking about their plan...
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's more of like a terrorist act rather than taking over the country.
Yeah, but it was 1985 and the Cannon Group...
Hey, here we go. The trucks have finally arrived at the top pub and we're fucking on. Hey, we're out the streets.
We're out the streets.
I mean, Eagle Rock's come on. People are dropping their pants. I still don't know why. But...
Eagle Rock. Like, these guys are having a fucking great old time.
Oh, dear. Looks like that guy's on fucking fire in the back. He's dancing up such a storm that the fucking dance floor's on fire.
He's just sort of rotating like this, Jared. It's all arms. Like,
It's all arms.
You need to
all
throw
arms.
some leg into it. Like, you need to go like this, Jared. A bit of this.
Yeah.
Get some hip into it.
A little bit of hinge at the hips.
Hinge a little bit. You know, like... Yes, you still don't know how to dance, but you look like you might sort of, under the right circumstances, you might be able to bust out.
You know, if the bus stop comes on, you might be able to get there. Like,
well, if the nut bush comes on, you're a staple. Like, you're in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so are they still in the same neighbourhood?
Yeah, they're still in the same neighbourhood. We're bringing in a sort of a racial element here.
Why, though?
Well, just, you know, Chuck likes to get topical.
They're going to shoot him, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just like...
They're clearly not
They're not
coppers.
police. Yes.
I don't sort of, yeah. It's hard to, oh, shit. It's hard to kind of, like, if you just tweaked this somehow and it wasn't a full-on invasion of the entire country...
Yeah. There's something
some of this stuff would be
scenes,
well,
but
Red Dawn is the same kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
but that is actually an army. That's an invasion by another country.
Yeah.
Not Richard Lynch and his cronies and 40 trucks.
But when you take these scenes in isolation, it's like, yeah, there's something here. But when you think about it in the context of the plan that we've fucking got so far, it doesn't kind of...
You know what, though? This is right for a remake.
Yeah?
Yep. I think this concept, if you tweaked it well enough
Who
to
plays
give
the
it...
Norris role?
Oh, fuck, that's going to be hard because there's not a lot of good...
Can we get Hemsworth with exactly the same look? The beard, the locks. out in the Florida Everglades.
That's what he looked like in Furiosa, didn't he?
He's somewhat
so
like that.
shit, maybe we need to pull Hemsworth into the mix. No, what we need is, I think, someone with a little bit more acting skill.
What?
I'm not saying Hemsworth can't act. I'm just saying, find me someone little bit older.
No, you just need someone who can toast some
grizzled. Yeah, we need a
grizzled. Who? Kevin Costner.
What about fucking Statham?
No,
Statham's right for this shit.
You're telling me Statham's a better actor than Hemsworth?
No, he's not. But
Pull
he's
your
right.
fucking head in.
But he's perfect for this though, because he can tow some ass too.
No. Hemsworth can tow ass.
Can he?
Yeah, and he's a better actor than Statham.
Oh, definitely a better actor than Statham. Okay, so now this is the tables have turned on the actual coppers. Are they actual coppers?
Yes, those are the actual police.
All right, sorry.
They're like, what the fuck's going on here?
We didn't do anything. We just trying to come and get a burger.
Well, I was just looking for a couple of donuts.
We were coming to arrest a bloke who wasn't dancing properly in the previous sequence.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm tired of your shit.
That's Chuck's acting coach. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Chuck, you got to smile. Smile. Do you know what that is? What the fuck are you looking at? Fuck
Look,
you.
girls, your business is your business to entice people.
Nobody likes Chuck Norris, it would seem, in this film.
I thought the idea was to get someone to stop, not tell them to keep moving.
Look, when you're on the street corner looking for something, you're trying to get people to pull over. You're not trying to tell them to fuck off.
Chuck's waving $10 out the window. They go, fuck you. Oh, okay. Well,
hang on, now we got all these guys running around with chains and stuff.
Jesus
Where
Christ.
are we? Is this fucking like...
It's hell.
It's like it is like being in like a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're down to the next block.
Everything looks great.
No issues down there. Gil's spot. Gil's is the place to be.
Okay, hang on. Does he know Gil?
I don't know.
Is he just going to come in here and kick some ass?
I think Gil's
A mate of his? He's
I think Gil's equated. I think Gil's equated.
He's an alligator aficionado.
Yeah, I think Gil's equated with Chuck's left foot.
yeah. Oh, hang on. Someone's bailed Chuck up. Oh, yeah. He's talking shit to Chuck. He's about to get flogged.
But see, this is some of Chuck's better. Like, he doesn't say a lot, but the lines are better than some of the shit that he's been made to say in other movies.
Yes.
Like, it actually gives him a little bit of that.
They were written by Chuck and Aaron.
I'll give him some credit on this one.
Maybe they understood Chuck.
Because a couple of their lines are, it's just better. It's not fucking...
Is it Zito's involvement?
Zito's involvement. He probably, cut. That sounds ridiculous. Say something else.
Zito's involvement was, we're not better than this material. Just like he told the bloke on Friday 4. You're not above this.
Correct.
If you were, you'd be writing for someone else. Wouldn't be writing this shit.
How does this bloke know any of this? He's in a fucking
dive bar.
A dive bar in Florida, but he's got his fucking finger on the pulse of geopolitical rumblings of fucking invasions of the country. Didn't bother to fucking tell anyone. Well, they're going to fuck your dive bar up too, mate.
Well, why couldn't it be that Chuck, talks with an old colleague from when he was in the DEA or whatever
he
the
works
fuck
alone,
he was doing?
Adam.
I know he works alone, but he gets his intel from someone else. You don't do intel and asking the same. Like, they're two separate jobs.
Yeah. And the times I've been in places like this, I'm not believing what any of these people say. There's so much dribble going on.
I would believe you, but you're drunk. Apparently. Yeah. Don't talk to me to fucking dive bar after 20 beers, Jared.
They're saying,
I'll tell you I'm the ambassador.
Yeah. They'll be saying, look, I'll tell you all I know for 10 grand. I'll buy you a schooner of Great Northern. Sold. Here's the info.
Make it a Canadian club and I'll join your little posse.
I'll come out and kick some heads too.
You need to give me a day to dry out, though.
So why is this reporter becoming sort of
involved,
important and in on the scene?
I don't know. And
because at the moment, her whole thing has been she's trying to find stuff. She hasn't actually got something to offer that's caused a little bit of, I'm talking to you because I found this out.
Did you just say that?
No, I didn't. What did I miss?
It said, X number of people were killed and was obviously about the
invasion.
The semi-invasion in the middle of fucking Anytown, USA.
Yep.
And it says, there was no hint of a gas leak. Are you telling me it was a gas leak that blew that fucking house to shit?
But it hasn't stopped everyone getting in their Speedos and heading down to Tiki Bar. Everyone's still here.
And then there's a drug deal going on out in front of everybody else.
Yeah, I still can't.
I mean, that's canon.
Looks like a fucking sack of walnuts.
That's canon pictures, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
there's no sort of thought to
the threads of the story. Don't
how
connect.
how do we get to this? How do we get to a fucking invasion of the
overall,
USA?
I find this far more entertaining from the action standpoint and the scenes that they've shot.
Well,
like, they're disconnected, but they're
Jared.
They're
it's
fun.
entertaining because the action is on point.
This bloke is so fucking furious that he's wiping his car twice as hard as he
Just because I ran over his fucking mop and bucket. I can't. Come on, mate. Fight your different. You got to fight the right battles,
I'm
mate.
I'm fuming. I'm going to fucking buff this car.
What is this? A strip joint or a bar?
Because it looks like gills again. Gills.
So Gil's diversifying. He's into everything.
It's like gills on fucking Skippy night or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a wet t-shirt night.
Fucking
Far
hell.
out. Imagine being in this place. Holy Christ.
Look at the walls. It looks like it was supposed to be white at some point.
I would consider my life choices after I'd been in here.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, fuck. And I'd go to a doctor and get a full blood workup.
Look at the bloke serving the beers. He's got no shirt under the vest. My beer has just come with about 4 chest hairs floating in it. I don't want to drink it. I mean, he's a hair off saying, we serve fun.
Yeah.
Spit in the glass.
And just quietly, Jared, you know he doesn't wash his hands either. So there's probably a
fuck no.
pube in there as well.
Yeah, I can't tell the difference at this point.
Yeah, his chest hair and his pube. Probably
Yeah,
the same.
this
What's
is,
happening
you,
here?
You take your break from the invasion of the country for a bit of sexy time.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, so hang on. So he's one of the... Yeah, that's right. He got shot in the hand. Oh. Chuck.
It's on.
I can tell by the belt buckle.
This is my favourite
Where's
line
he
in
hidden?
the movie
Where's he
coming
hidden?
up.
Under the fucking... Oh, he's in the bed, the room next door. Oh. Ouch.
This is fucking brilliant. I do love it. Oh, mate. Old
Mate's got a knife. He's got his fucking hand knifed to the bloody bench.
Old mate having a smoke in the hallway looked like the fucking cougar from the old bourbon ad.
I love that shit. The cougar. Brilliant. Oh, yeah, Chuck.
Classic Chuck. That's his best line.
So
ever
many
for
rights
me.
to be begging for a left.
This guy
Okay.
looks like he's on the crapper.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Well, if he ate downstairs, that's if he's ordered the pot and palmer.
You're not getting a pot and palmer in here. We're going to an ad. We're ad for an ad.
Another ad.
You are not getting a fucking palmer in that joint.
No, hell no.
You're getting, you know what? You're getting peanuts on the bar at best.
You're not even
And
getting
imagine fucking opening, putting your hand in them. They'd be wet.
that. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, I'm not eating there. I'll get Macca's on the way home. Drive through.
I mean, you know the days of like wanting to get shit faced when you
Back on deck.
Go back on deck.
That's all I know, man.
Old mate's fucking desperately trying to get Chuck to let him let him live. Oh, hang on, we've brought in all the boys. So everybody's come upstairs after their fucking car. Here you go. Oh, shit. Yeah. All right. You just fucking
Yeah, the cougar
leave.
slipped off. It's time to get home.
Yeah, the cougar's gone. Fucking hell. Things are getting a little bit heated in there. Why have you got a grenade? Oh, hang on. Is he going to drop it in his pants or something, is he?
Well, old mate's just dropped a grenade in his pants after his meal downstairs. But see, this is the shit that Chuck in other movies just doesn't play all that well. From what I've seen so far.
But why-
I mean, I've got
why
to
is
watch
he
a little
playing
bit
it
of Lone
better?
Wolf McQuaid. Because doing shit like this actually works. You know, the lines are a little better. He
Yeah,
looks a little
and-
more menacing. It was reserved. All he did in that scene was fucking stab a bloke in the hand, drop a couple of lines, throw one kick, and it's as intimidating as Chuck's ever been on screen.
This is going to blow up, isn't it? It's like, this is like the Mad Max sequence, isn't it? Oh, shit. Actually, no, it's not, because in Mad Max, remember, he had to cut his fucking... Told him to cut his... You can cut your bloody ankle, cut through your ankle, or you can, cut through the chain. Okay, so Chuck... Now, this sequence, I believe, is good, too, in the mall.
Are we invading Christmas time again?
We're invading...
Again, I'm still confused about the end.
Well, what's the end game?
What's the end game?
You tell me. Explain it to me.
I still don't know.
And I'd like to know that I can guarantee you that monster truck there is fucking gassed up.
Oh, yeah.
It's
of
fully
course.
gassed up.
The
It's fully
keys are in it. It's got a full tank. No precautions taken.
Yeah.
Tires aren't fucking chocked.
Yeah, exactly. That thing is ready to rumble.
It's ready to go.
Okay, Jared, explain to me the end game. What's Richard Lynch's end game?
To take over America.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I don't know. Look, it's small steps. We're taking over a town. We're scaring the shit out of everyone in the town, and then I don't know what happens next.
Oh, there's a bomb in there. Is that
Yeah.
Lynch?
I don't think that's Lynch, is it? It's
No.
one of the cronies.
That's one of his cronies. He's got a bomb in a sack.
He's the bloke. That
He's the guy
was
who
in the
couldn't
Black
stop
Speedos.
Yeah, he's
Now
also
he's
the
in
bloke who
there.
couldn't stop shooting the fucking.
Yeah.
Um,
He's gone from poolside Ken to business Ken.
to business kid. Yeah. So yeah, this is a bomb, isn't it?
Yeah. It's I still don't get. It's terrorist act. It's not invasion. You know, it's a little strange how it's all sort of
Invasion
moving along.
related to take over the country. But has that even been said? Are we just
No.
calling it invasion
Well-
because the name of the movie is Invasion USA?
Yeah.
But it's that maybe that's not actually the intent. It's
Yes,
just
it
the
is.
way the movie
They
is.
fucking turned up in boats.
I know,
and
but
stormed the beach.
Hey, they found a few loose fucking boats sitting around. They said this is
No.
the best way to travel.
But this is the intent.
That
don't
man
get- I
left his
don't get-
package. Oh shit! This is going to blow up big time.
I don't get how it relates to the drug running. Like, leave the drug running out. Are you taking over the country?
Yeah.
The drugs come after you've taken over the country. That's when
So
we'll start
why?
running.
So why? Yeah, why did we have that bit at the start where they shot all the
I don't know,
refugees?
They're trying
and
to find it. They're trying to find a fucking like a delivery fucking route to better run their drugs.
yeah.
So they're going to take over Florida.
Oh man, this is going to go off, isn't it? Someone's going to get blown to hell. Oh. Okay, now it's on. The fucking mall is. This is not good. I mean, you couldn't release something like this today, could you?
No.
You just
it's-
couldn't.
Yeah.
Because there's been too much of this kind of stuff.
But I mean, it's so ridiculous that it's.
I know, but... Oh, is this Chuck, yeah? This is Chuck.
Of course, he knows where everything's going down. He's been down to
But-
Gills
but-
to get the latest.
Oh, so that's what he got from old mate?
Must have.
Obviously his car's got bulletproof glass.
Yeah, of course. We haven't managed to hit any of the glass yet.
I believe Chuck did quite a bit of his own stunt work here, I believe. Oh, shit. That
There's
guy has
not
to
a
be...
whole lot of stunt. Well, I say that as a bloke's just been run over by a car.
Hey, that's some stunt work there.
There's not a whole lot of stunt work for Chuck, though, is there?
He's got the Uzi 9mm. Yeah. Hang on, let me just check the trivia, because I think they did say something about Chuck's stunt work in this film.
Yeah, but what stunt work? Like that, where it's there's been lots of effort to cover his face?
There we go.
I mean, this looks like the Fall Guy. Chuck saying, I do my own stunts.
Yeah.
And then fucking...
Oh, no, she didn't have the keys in it.
Okay.
She's gassed up. Maybe I'm wrong about his stunt work.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong, but it doesn't look like there's a hell of a
It's
lot.
not
There's
stunt
a couple
heavy.
Of little rolls, and there hasn't even been a lot of fights. It's more gunplay in this one.
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? That actually doesn't play to his strengths, but strangely enough, it's more entertaining.
Yeah.
And I think the difficulty
Because I
with
think they've played the character a little better for someone of Chuck's
skill sets.
abilities.
But also, though, the thing about
You
the
telling me
martial
that's
arts.
Chuck there?
Oh yeah,
Hanging on?
No,
That's not Chuck. That is.
that is. That's clearly him.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's not
good.
bad.
I'll give you. I'll stop picking on the man.
So do you think Zito
that
would
looks
have?
like it's him too.
Do you think Zito would have been fucking pressuring him?
Yeah, fucking get on there, Chuck.
Yeah.
Chuck, we've got to have this shot now.
Chuck, it's got to be you. Sorry, mate.
Listen, if George Miller was doing this,
Yeah.
what would you say to him, Chuck?
Yeah,
Are you going to tell him no?
You'd sell it. You would fucking.
Was that
do.
Chuck there? Looked like it
You would
might have
actually do it. Yeah, that's
been.
Chuck.
Well, there you go. That's him. Stupid son
What
of
the
a
fuck?
bitch.
Oh, dear.
Jesus, yeah. So there are some things.
Oh, so
The reporter's here.
but
She's
how
on the
did
scene.
she get there?
Well, she
And
knows
why?
that. She knows that Chuck.
Look at the
Fucking Paul Blart turns up. No, but it's,
you know what?
it's-
I'd rather drive the Paul Blart Segway than that stupid looking thing that he was just driving.
You know, the funniest thing though is that
Looked like the fucking Mr. Bean
that
car.
is
You know, the
humorous that he fucking flies in and then immediately turns around.
Here we go.
Um,
Chuck Norris performed most of his own stunts, including the scene where he hangs off the side of the pickup,
Yes.
which is driven through shopping centre and kiosks and windows.
I'll give him some credit because that was the one sequence so far that looks like it was reasonably stunt heavy. We've still got the lady being held by the hair on the side of
Oh,
the
shit.
truck.
That fucking stunt lady is doing it tough.
Yeah, that's impressive. But yeah, the reporter has obviously cottoned on that Chuck's the man to follow. He's the man of action.
Look.
She saw the tag on his
You're
jeans that
letting
said
her
action.
go. There is no reason to have her there. You're fucking letting her go, are you?
Human shield, I
Nah.
guess.
Oh, maybe.
So that Chuck's not going to ram them or... But yeah, the other side of the truck is open.
Okay. Avenging Force. Sorry, I don't mean to continue to put trivia nuggets out there, but there's some interesting nuggets here. Avenging Force was originally written as a sequel, with Chuck Norris returning to the role of Matt Hunter when he was uninterested, which, you know, the words Chuck Norris and uninterested were pretty pretty rare in the fucking 80s, I think.
What did you do to cause that?
I know, it's like blowing it's blowing a done deal.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, it's like,
I mean, Chuck didn't require top dollar.
that's where you don't have Coke.
He didn't require top dollar. He didn't do much high concept. He didn't,
No.
how did you fuck it up?
Yeah, you didn't have Coke in the fridge when Chuck came to talk. So that
Yeah.
But then they gave that the role was rewritten to be younger and given to rising Cannon star Michael Dudikoff.
Yes.
We might try and find
That's
Avenging Force.
Was that when he walked in and on the placard it said Mr. Gorris or something like that? And he's like, well, fuck this. They've screwed that up.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm just looking. Oh, Stephen Burkhoff was offered the role of Rostov initially, but passed.
Would have done pretty well with it as well, I'd imagine.
Here's a good one for you.
Oh, there's a grenade in the truck. Look
Oh,
out.
shit, boys.
If
You're
she
gone.
fucking dropped it.
Hey, you guys are gone, ski. Bumba. See you later. Yeah, and he arranged with a few other colours.
Love it.
Oh, that's what you want.
It's again some good stuff.
Fucking blew the place to shit. Norris pushed for Whoopi Goldberg for the role of the reporter, but Zito
vetoed.
vetoed it. And now Chuck vowed never to work with Zito again.
But look, I'll side with Zito.
Yeah.
Number one, he's
Does-
probably looking at the budget. Number two,
Firstly, do you want to be upstaged? Because
Well-
that's what would have ended up happening.
where do you get the comedy in the midst of this?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it could have worked, but I'm not sure this was Whoopi Goldberg.
But you would have been
Vehicle?
upstaged, right? Because you can't act. And she can. So unfortunately, things would have probably not worked out as well as you would have hoped. By the way, the budget was 12 million and the box office was 17. So
Yeah, right.
not really a hit. I guess on video it was a hit. All right, Chuck. So yes, you are correct, Jared. The actual action work here is pretty damn good, I would say. And this is on par with some of the shit that Seagal and them dropped. My apologies, everyone. I'm dropping things as we speak. This sort of stuff was on par with the Seagals and all that. Would that be a fair assessment for you? Like,
Well, it's the same sort of. I mean,
it's like Norris could have been bigger.
I long for a fucking ridiculous actioner like this with someone in, you know. I mean, Seagal started to take himself too seriously and take over shit. But, you know, early Seagal, you can imagine him doing something stupid like this.
Not even Seagal was having the entire country fucking invaded. though.
Invaded? No.
See, Chuck never really became like a star, if you get my drift, in terms of he didn't have box office clout.
He was always middling.
Yeah. So there was always some minor box office success, but nothing huge. I kind of wish Chuck had kind of got an opportunity to, like, he got a sudden death or a fucking something like that. Do you know what I mean?
But he kind of did, didn't he? Like,
not really, like, because he was signed up with Canon. He never got anything that was like, okay, that's probably better than what we would have expected.
But he got like a Code of Silence.
Code of Silence was the only one.
Look, there's a reason he didn't.
Because he sucked. Yes, true.
Well,
he wasn't much of an actor.
But you've also just outlined it. He is the epitome of the B grade star, right? Like, you whack out a $5 million picture, you make 15 to 20. Like,
yeah,
he was never dragging in massive dollars.
So, would you say he was B list?
Oh, absolutely.
Because then your C list were your Dudikoffs and your,
yeah,
those guys.
I mean,
they were direct to video.
I mean, I love to watch some of these sorts of things, but when we start talking about upper tier, you're never putting. There's not one Chuck Norris movie that would nudge up into Predator, Terminator, sort of those. Those sort of movies, like Die Hards, like, there's not a single Norris film that would fucking nudge them at all.
No. And look, Code of Silence.
Maybe not Jaws and Jaws 2 level distance, but it's still big.
You know, Jaws turned 49 a couple of days ago?
Yep. Still waiting.
I think we're going to continue to wait.
Yep. Under Paris. You're gone.
Under Paris, not up to it. One
thing came up to bat, strike.
I believe they're talking about a sequel.
Oh, shit.
Do you have any ID? And Chuck's got a weapon.
Of course he does.
That's the only bit of ID he needs. A couple of Uzis. Yeah, look, you are 100% correct. None of his films, and I remember when we watched Code of Silence had probably a better script than a lot of the other ones he'd been in.
Yep.
But it still had a fucking police robot.
Exactly.
But remember, we learned that Code of Silence was actually written for Clint Eastwood, I think.
As soon as Clint Eastwood saw the robot in the script, he would have fucking walked out of the office, wouldn't he? Either that or Seagal would have barged in and said, I've got this meeting room. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Stephen, we're only going to be 5 minutes. I don't care.
Yeah, this is my meeting room. Fuck it. Even old Jack Lemmon, who you didn't have to intimidate, mate. He probably would have just left and just said, listen, Jack, I've actually booked this one, mate. And my booking starts now at 1 o'clock, so I suggest...
Jackie Lemon's saying, listen, mate, I've barely got 5 minutes left on the planet, so just leave me this, please.
Mate, I'm writing my last will and testament in here. Can you fuck off for 5 minutes? Maybe? Okay, so now we're into the invasion angle.
Yes.
Stay off the streets, everyone.
I mean, we've been there for a while, haven't we? We've been invading for 45 minutes now.
Stay off the streets, everyone. What's happened to the police force? That's the only problem.
Why are we walking? If it's an invasion, why are we wandering around the street with a young person?
I don't know. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is what happened to the police? So,
See, this is what we were talking about. Like, some of those invasion aspects, I love the fact that they're in the suburb, but it would have made much more sense if they are, like...
terrorist actions.
If they are doing that to the police... headquarters or a parliament building or something like that. As you said, we're not going to see that stuff on screen anymore because people think it fucking encourages people to do that in real life. I mean, who's going to watch Invasion U.S.A. and try this? But anyway.
Guess what, fellas? I found our next plan.
Which one? The drugs or the invasion? What are we doing?
Well, why don't we start small and ship some drugs in with a refugee boat?
Here's a good idea. Stay off the streets, but we'll go to church. We'll fucking load a church with another 150-odd people to take out. Sorry,
I totally missed that. These people are getting blown up. How I missed it, I don't know.
And I'll just go back to that. There's no way we're making a movie now where we're blowing up a church, are we?
No.
Especially a cheap actioner.
And look, I guess you could get away with that shit in the 80s, couldn't you? You could get away with
the
it.
thing, it's so outlandish that it's kind of... It's hard to take as anything other than fucking cheesy,
Well,
ridiculous.
I mean, how many times did you think to yourself, Chuck Norris, I should be watching Chuck Norris movies, and then, you know, I might become a fucking lunatic who does these things? Like
I mean, Chuck's probably going to send me up the wall, but in other ways, I think. Like,
oh, this is, Again, though, you know what this does? And this is kudos to Norris and Norris.
and Zito?
Zito was involved in the writing process, but this is kudos to Norris and Brunner, who this stuff is actually kind of like steaks.
I've shortened that just to knob. We're going to call that knob for the rest of them.
Yeah, it's like radio silence.
Yeah, we can
call
take
him
knob for this. We can take the knob for this.
Yeah, so big kudos to Knob because this actually has some weight.
Yeah.
Like if you blow up a church full of people and you shoot it right, which Zito kind of is because he keeps cutting back to them singing hymns and shit, it gets a little bit of emotion in it.
Yeah. But Zito's got, look, he does pretty well with this because, as we said, a lot of the story aspects don't come together. But there's multiple sequences, including this one, where you're like, fuck, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good work.
Would you
And
say that Zito was
he
a
makes-
director who didn't get enough?
Look, Chuck refused to work with Zito again, but he should have. He shouldn't have been working with Aaron so much. Knob should have been
Knob.
fucking...
Oh,
Knob should have been...
Chuck has stopped this.
Yeah.
No.
Again, no, this is good. This is good.
No, but I think the explosion would have also been kind of interesting.
Yeah, but we're still getting
Oh, yes.
there.
So we've blown them up with their own suitcase bomb.
Look, he should have... we should have put Knob away and let Zito sort of do the...
Because you know what?
Work with Chuck again. Because he got the best out of Chuck.
Zito also directed Dolph.
No fresh meat. Fuck, no shit.
This is like fucking COVID.
It is.
No bog roll.
It's COVID USA.
Zero bog roll.
Yeah, don't worry about the fresh meat.
I remember being right on the cusp at the bog roll station because I remember we had like 15 rolls and we were going into lockdown and then Mum rings and goes, I've been running a bit short on bog roll. I said, so how much you got? And she goes, I got a 4-pack a day. I was like, that would be gone in a day in my house.
I can tell you.
And then I believe I contacted you on the slide and said, how's your bog roll stitch? And you were like, I got 270 packs.
Yeah.
I was
Mate,
like, I'm happy your place.
Ever since COVID, I have not been without 2 Costco blocks in the garage. At any point, I got 90 rolls to offer you.
I mean, you are perfectly suited to sitting out a pandemic or TPing your entire fucking
Exactly.
neighbourhood.
Next pandemic, I'll be flicking over the garage door and I'll be putting a sign up saying $50 a roll.
$50 a roll.
No, I think, yeah. I think Joseph Zito has done better work than in fucking just about every other Chuck Norris movie.
He directed Dolph as well. Red Scorpion.
Mm.
I don't know whether it's one of Dolph's better films. I don't know, but haven't seen it. One of our listeners also asked about the Joshua Tree,
Ooh,
which is
okay.
a Dolph.
That's a Dolph affair.
Oh, that was cool. Shot himself in the head.
See, look, that's just, it's fucking less is more for Chuck.
I've got to be honest with you.
and
I
continue
don't.
on.
I'm not sure I like the Uzis.
No. I mean, like,
Kind
I'm
of looks
not,
stupid. They're dangling down from his around like a holster. On
yeah,
his-
it looks a bit silly, but I mean, I've put it a number of ways, but I've never bought Chuck as an action hero more than in this movie.
Yes. It's funny because Chuck's got the credentials.
Yeah.
The actual martial arts credentials.
I mean, if you put together out of that group of martial arts people that were dominating at this time, he's the one that you're probably saying, you're pulling out the veto card if it says you're fighting Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I think I'm saying, oh, look, Hand that over.
Give me Willis.
Bring Willis in here, mate. Fuck. But you know what? Chuck...
Punky Brewster?
No. I think the issue with Chuck was, yes, action heroes, it was good to have the credentials, the actual credentials, but you were making movies.
Yeah.
So you had to actually be able to act somewhat.
Yep.
And the better action heroes are the ones who could actually act a little bit. Are we still fucking... Oh, no, we're not going to blow up a bus full of kids, are we? See, again, they've touched on some interesting shit, which I felt like would have grabbed you. You see that there's some stakes that Chuck has to deal with.
Yes.
And I like that idea, and I feel like it has actually worked. Is Chuck in the... Is he here? No. No, he's not. What are they doing now? Another bomb, Jared. Another bomb.
We're going to try it again.
But
After they've had the last one inserted up.
So
their
what are we
quackers.
doing? Are we evacuating? Yes, we're evacuating. The state or the country? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, we're evacuating the country in cars, Adam.
yeah. But we're driving down to the marina where those boats
Yeah, the
were
fucking
fucking
aqueducts.
moored.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's been run over.
Come on, people, in an orderly fashion.
Yeah.
Jesus
Christ. Honestly, these guys... Is this another... Oh, shit. Yeah, they're going to stick the bomb on the bus. Oh, man. So Chuck's going to come and get that bomb before it blows up, isn't he? I fucking hope he does. Yeah. See, Chuck's getting cut off. He's beeping his horn. He's saying, fucking get out of the way.
Yeah, Chucky's got a bit of road rage.
No, but this is good, though. This is what you want.
Again, well shot. I like that. Fucking
Zito.
car flying at us.
Chuck's going to come past, pull this off and drop it in their car, isn't he? Yeah. A little bit too familiar, though. I bet you that'll be similar to what he did with the suitcase. Yeah, he's going to come past, he's going to grab it. "25 seconds. Come on, Chuck."
Come on, get your hands on it.
Oh, he's got it now. Yeah, he's going to come past. And I don't know about you, but if I had a fucking bomb in my car in 25 seconds, I don't think I'd be as casual as he seems to be.
No. Good, Chuck.
Yeah, nice one, Chuck. That's, again, you are 100% correct. Less talk. Oh, shit. Blowing up another car. I mean, there's a hell of a lot of explosion. We're in an ad now for another stupid mobile game.
Still hasn't got me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to sign up. I'm close. Like one more ad, and I think he got me in.
Oh fuck, she's a match 3. That's novel.
Yeah. Is it a Candy Crush type of thing?
Oh shit, I laugh, but
You've got that one, haven't you?
I've played that one. I have played that one. Got hooked on it for a couple of dice there. And back on deck, Chucky's at the fairground.
So this will be the finale, won't it? So, but that's one of the problems, Jared.
What?
Slight problem for me, because I'm assuming this is where we'll end up, shooting it out in the fairground. It's a little bit lower key than what we've already blown up.
Half an hour.
Half an hour?
25.
I'd say there's probably 25 or 20.
Yeah, with credits, I reckon about 25. Oh, we've already blown it up, have we? Shit.
Oh, shit. We have. Okay, so it's not going to end here. Or is it?
But, you know, it's fucking... It's surface level, but it's Invasion USA. What have we invaded so far? We've invaded a suburb, a typical sort of suburb.
We did invade the sort of centre of town there.
Well, we've invaded the suburb, we've invaded a mall, we've got a school bus, we've got a fair. I mean, this is fine. You're picking things that are like you're setting it in your fucking, you know,
so
small town USA sort of Set up.
Chuck's not real happy there. He's fucking grabbed that guy and given him a little bit of, didn't help those kids, did it? You know?
Well, you said you worked alone. Fuck.
Yeah. Chuck, when you want help, you need to ask, right? We can't fucking help you if you're not going to ask for it.
I can't read minds.
Yeah. Chuck can.
I bet he can.
What's he giving him there?
So get
We'll
me
never
a fan
go
boat.
for it.
Get me a new fan boat.
Yeah. Do you realise what kind of cooperation this will take?
Is he asking to get his robot from Code of Silence back?
Think of the stakes. Yes, Chuck. Boom. That is nicely handled. Even by Chuck.
Look at you. You impressed?
No, but I am impressed by that because he's kind of like, think of the resources. And he's like, think of the stakes. The stakes are that the fucking country's going to be overrun.
Look, Florida's gone already. Look at us.
Yeah. Florida is, apart from spring break.
Yeah, apart from the beach, which looked like she was still in full swing. Down at Kokomo's, we're absolutely flying. Business is great.
Yeah. 90% of Florida is fucking overrun except for where spring break's currently happening. They haven't even batted an eyelid.
I mean, look, should we head down there and plan over a couple of mango daiquiris or?
Yeah. Chuck goes, fuck, I had leave booked. I was going to be down partying in fucking at spring break. I'll tell you one thing I'm going to throw out there. Richard Lynch goes missing for a bit.
Yes, he does.
Which...
But he's a man of mystery, Adam.
I know he's a man of mystery.
Look, fucking Scumtown is still... the bars are still packed with the rummies. And
It's the invasion, yet the fucking scumbags, they're like cockroaches. The place has been fumigated, but they're still...
Can't kill them. Oh, my God.
Like, they're still partying like nothing happened. Like, fucking hell. That bar, Gills, is still fucking running a profit.
Oh, Gills is, again, people need somewhere to go when times are tough.
Okay, is this the police's response to the invasion?
Isn't this the police trying to take down Chuck?
I hope not, because that seems counterproductive, in my opinion. He's helped a few people.
He has.
Yeah, okay, he's blown a bit of shit up.
Yeah.
So what?
Insurance will cover it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, come on, Chuck.
Chuck, put it in a tissue and put it in the bin.
Mate. Don't stick it to our fucking $15 Kmart canvas that we've got on the wall there.
What's happening here? I don't understand this. Are they making out like Chuck's behind this?
Yeah, well, they don't know who he is.
Or who you're fighting for, but it's people like you who turned this nation upside down. Chuck's as American as apple pie. Don't give me that.
Of course.
You should be shaking down the fucking Russian dude. Yeah, see, Richard Lynch has kind of gone sort of AWOL.
Yeah.
During
Well, he's got to follow the news. He's got to figure out
during all the carnage that's
how
going
the
on.
invasion's going in general.
Whereas
how the public is reacting to our invasive
hang
tactics.
on, fellas. Have we gone outside Florida? No, we haven't.
No, of course not.
All right.
Look, Greater Miami. We're pressing.
Yeah. Look, it seems that the America's got a military contingent. They seem to have come out. And that could put us in a bit of trouble.
So Chucky's been transferred under heavy guard.
What for? What the fuck's he been arrested
Well, they
for?
actually said in there that he's done the job on a few of the terrorists.
So you locked up Chuck Norris.
You locked up your best asset.
Yeah, your best asset. The guy who's been running through town, blowing everything up.
While you bozos have been firing every which way and haven't managed to stop a single mall being blown up.
Exactly. This is frog shit. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get why he's been arrested. Is it because he's wearing jeans and
Fashion crimes is what he's been fucking
having his
arrested.
shirt fucking open all the way.
Yeah. At least button the man up for his...
He's on camera. He's on camera. Jared, he needs to fucking button that thing up.
Mm.
And again, this is what I love about Chuck, though. You haven't even got like a change of facial expression.
No.
He's
But
walking up
see,
there just going like this.
In this one, and I don't know whether
You don't need it.
I don't know whether it's Zito, whether it's Knob, or
No, you don't
together.
need it.
They've worked around it because this is that's all you need from him in this particular bit of work.
See, the reporter is just useless. Like, why they've got the reporter
well,
there?
they had her in the chase, like perhaps like she's got some sort of
Maybe, but
role to play, but then it's just like she's still just. Is that what they actually do if we're in fucking
no.
lockdown? They drop.
They do a radio broadcast. It's like, it's
Yeah,
like when
correct.
the fucking bushfires were happening.
And texts.
I don't remember them dropping fucking thousands.
Obviously now, we got mobile phones, but we drop a couple of flyers way up there, I guess.
Yeah, there's a mass bushfire. I've just fucking strafed it with 200,000 fucking flyers. It's burning out of control
man.
now. Yeah, I don't see her. I don't see her sort of in her involvement here. Oh, he talks directly to him.
Good, Chuck.
One night, when they're open, I'll
Look at
be
him.
there.
He's about to have another nightmare about your fucking size 11 right in his...
It'll be
right in his
time to
bush.
die. Yeah, that's right. Chuck will have his fucking foot so far in that guy's ass. So,
Now that one guy's in prison, we can finally destroy the Americans. Don't worry about every other state that's going to be on our ass.
Can I ask this question? Did they frame him for something?
I think
Did I
it's
miss
just
that?
No, I don't know if they framed him. I think it's just that the police saw him involved in all the other bits of work and have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
But the FBI can't get word to say, no, he's with us.
Is he FBI?
Well, I mean, he keeps...
These are questions that I
look,
think Cannon didn't really want to answer.
I get the sense it's another situation like, yeah, Matt, you're working for us, but we can't say you are.
Oh, right. Okay. You're a
You're with
black
us,
ops.
But
sort
if
of guy.
anything gets, if you get caught, we're...
Yeah, we deny all knowledge. And I think that they did kind of talk like that.
Yeah.
When they first went out to see him.
Yeah, you get caught. We say, no, double denim's not our uniform.
Yeah. Who's this guy? I've fucking heard of him. Yeah, look, clearly he's got mental problems. Oh, shit.
Hey, Jesus, that's a bit of
Jesus
stuff.
fucking
Stumpman's
Christ.
earned his money.
Can I just say that? That was like that fucking car door blowing off in Not Quite Hollywood.
Yeah.
It came flying at everyone.
Yep.
I think that almost hit the dude.
I think it might have.
Shit. That looked very dangerous, Jared. But it also looked kind of cool. So what are they doing here? Taking everything? What's this? It looks like they're taking all the milk trucks.
Well, we've got a lot of people.
Cars?
We've got a lot of people to feed when we crack open the 200 boxes of cornflakes in the morning. We're going to need something on them.
Yeah,
aren't we?
one of our fucking cronies piped up in the morning the other day. There's no fucking milk. I'm eating dry cereal.
Fuck. I've had 2 Wheat Bix with no milk on them, and I refuse to have any more.
So I think was that armoured vehicles they took?
Something like that.
No, not really. I don't know.
What does it say on the front?
I don't know.
Atlanta Armoured.
Oh yeah, so armoured cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the armoured cars, but I don't think they're bulletproof. And that's definitely not bulletproof.
Yeah, the Warriors have joined the army.
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah. Yes.
Look at that thing. Fucking hell. She's just...
Bags being in the armoured car. Like, I don't want to be out in this bullshit. You're fucking driving along in a dump truck. There's no protection there.
No.
Shit. It looks like a gang of, like, motorcycle. It looks like a motorcycle gang in the back. And look, Zito does a good job. You got helicopters in the air. There's a bit of money here. $12 million for an action movie in 1985, Jared. That was a pretty decent amount of money.
Mm.
And I think if you read the trivia that Zito got a call from the Go-Go Boys and he was a bit worried that they were going to sack him. And they said, oh, we love what we're seeing. Here's an extra couple of mil.
Yeah, well...
It's the only time they put money into a budget instead of taking it away.
Well, they did that, but they rang six other features that were being produced saying you're being cut by half. No, for once they made a good call, I think.
Yeah, I think so. You put a little bit more money in it.
Although the money made back would suggest maybe not.
If you'd have doubled that, if you'd have ended up with like 35 million box office.
But I'm always intrigued by how much money they're still making out of something like this.
No, but they're still making heaps because on home video.
Still selling it to Tubi. They're still getting like 4K releases of
considering
shit like this.
It's Gone with the Wind, then fucking Chuck Norris in Invasion USA, when it comes down to how many units you've sold on video.
Because that doesn't get factored into the figure.
Yeah, exactly. So really, it's probably made 100 million.
Well, because this was on VHS, which was money spinners.
Mm.
So I reckon they would have made a packet out of this.
Yeah. Maybe that's where Chuck, that's where Chuck lived.
Well, that's where guys like Chuck had it. I mean, you make your profit in a small fucking theatrical run, and then you fucking rake it in at Video 2000.
This guy's going to get fucking blown up. He's sitting in the cockpit of a helicopter. He sees Chuck Norris walk out. How did Chuck get out?
You will find out, Adam.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, another good...
Okay, so they do explain that? Because I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I believe so.
You want to hope? No, you don't need to fucking worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
No, look, man, the Warriors are involved. Things have spiraled. This is more your invasion sort of thing.
Yes. Well, now she's an invasion. But again, where's the
Who
help
are we
from outside
shooting?
Florida?
We're just running around fucking shooting nothing.
Well, they come to get him. What do you think if he's like...
But why do we
up,
care about what we do with him?
You think if he's locked up, that fucking suits your...
Needs.
Suits your needs?
Yeah.
Okay, we move from Florida to the next place.
So hang on. The army is there to get them. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting out of here, are you?
No.
There's a million
your
fucking...
Your whole plan has just gone down the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Your plan's fucked. Now, so all you've got left is to kill Chuck Norris. This guy... Jesus, there's no one there.
Have a look. Use your eyes.
Look, those rounds still cost money, mate. We still need them.
Look, if we're invading the whole fucking country, we've got to be frugal with these fucking bullets.
I love the fact that to clear a room, you need to fire 400 bullets into the wall.
We established 2 minutes ago that there's no one in here, but I better just continue.
Yeah, it's like Predator.
Yeah.
But at least they thought they'd seen a fucking monster movie.
At least it was invisible in the Predator, so they had reason to continue firing.
It's a trap.
Chuck is, last time I checked, Chuck is...
Not invisible.
You can't miss the bloke.
But he doesn't move like the Predator. Okay, so now we realise these
guys have really fucked up
These guys have fucked this up.
Yeah, here's the way to invade the country. Put everyone in this building at this particular time.
Yes. You're not getting
So the Norrises did not get everything right.
No, no, they did not, Jared. They did not. They did not get everything right. Okay, I'm going to throw this at you because we're closing in on the end, Jared. What would you give this?
Oh, look, I reckon it's a good 3.
It's a good 3?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go 3.5.
Entertaining as.
Because I mean,
it's silly, but for an action movie, I get pretty much everything that I could hope for.
But I'm looking at it
not
strictly.
Everything I get enough to make it.
It's not at all everything I hope
I've
for.
I've absolutely gone way off track there. I think it's.
I got everything I hoped for. It's fucking hell.
Sorry, it's about as much as I could ask for.
That's like eating a fucking thing of custard cream for Christmas and saying you got everything you hoped for. You don't understand what that's like,
Well,
Jared.
Okay,
I've been there.
it's like getting a packet of Tim Tams.
yeah. That's
For
everything I hope
Christmas.
for.
It's not. I was hoping I'd get something more than a packet of biscuits.
No, but this
But
is.
give it the packet of biscuits that I got was quite satisfactory and about as good as you can ask for from a packet of biscuits.
what
But I wish I'd
What
got
I thought-
a PlayStation game instead.
What I thought was I was getting like fucking Ritz crackers, but it ends up it's actually a box of TV snacks.
Yeah.
So it's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's good.
I give it 3.5, and the reason why I give it 3.5 is not because of the story, because the story's fucked.
Yeah,
It's
the
stupid.
story's got some stupid
But-
things about it.
But the action is very, very well played.
yeah, and
Zito brings a touch of class, and
bringing
of course
someone
Chuck.
like Richard Lynch on board, good
Yep.
move. Chuck is played as well as you can hope to have him played in a movie.
But Chuck, you get a beef with fucking Zito over some casting, and you don't work with him again. I don't get it.
There we go. That's we've finally got
Finally
someone.
got a kick to the fucking head.
Yeah.
Is that Lynch? No.
No. Yeah. Why, Chuck? You fucking invite Zito back in a heartbeat. After you check this one out.
And you immediately go, let's cast Whoopi Goldberg or something. What do you reckon?
Chuck, I've got an idea. No. I've got an idea. It involves a forest and a warrior.
Yeah. And then, see, when Zito turns you down, that's where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, this one has plenty going for it, in my opinion.
It does.
And it is just kind of non-stop.
Yeah.
Like, you never really...
I mean, fuck the story. It's
Yeah.
just we fucking we storm the beach, we blow up a suburb, we blow up a mall, we have some sort of thing going on in a bar. We have Chuck chasing the school bus. We have
shit.
it's
But
all
also-
going on.
But also, Jared, the audience for Chuck didn't care if you were invading Florida.
Well, I don't care. I just keep giving me action sequences like this, and I'm happy.
Chuck's audience was like, we don't care about why the fuck the place is getting invaded.
Yeah.
What we care about is Chuck kicking the shit out of everyone and blowing everything up. And he does that. It's done pretty well here.
Yeah.
I still don't understand. Like, his hair's not a mullet, but it's... fuck. It's like, Chuck never embraced the mullet. Maybe that's because it's not real.
Yeah.
That hair's not real, mate. Like, even then, wasn't real.
No, I don't think it is.
Well, it doesn't look...
Well, yeah, that's why you embrace the mullet, Adam, because it's not growing. It's
You
just
know what he looks like? He looks like one of those undercover bosses. Yeah, you know when they put those fucking... They dress them up, they've got the worst fucking wig they can find.
Look, it looks like it sits so high on his head that it looks like it's got to be, doesn't it?
It's the colouring's not right either.
When do you think he went bald?
Fucking...
Is he bald? He is bald.
Definitely. Like, if you grab that thing, it slips off. That's why he's never allowed to be touched in these movies.
Yeah.
Because someone might accidentally rip his hair off. See, I'll tell you what, Chuck was close, and this may be a hot take. There were a couple of films where if Chuck had the right people doing it, it may have turned out better. Something like Silent Rage, had moments where I was kind of like, if this just had gone slightly differently, we might have had a better movie. But, even things like, what was the other one we were talking about? I know, Code of Silence was good. Fuck, Forest Warrior, no. Like, it couldn't have gone anywhere. I think they realised that one was not going to work. But something like Silent Rage, if you'd have just got that tweaked a little bit, I think they'd done some good stuff there. So Chuck was a guy that kind of like, he knew his bread and butter, but he was just a hair or two off. Oh, shit.
Pardon the pun.
He was
a hair or two off. He didn't have a hair or two.
Yeah, he was a fucking
to make
wig
up the
hair
difference,
or
Adam.
two off, having one of those movies that might have been a bigger hit.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just because Chuck wasn't hanging around with A-list people. He's hanging around with B-list people. And when you B-list screenwriters Aaron Norris, that's where things go wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I take digs at Aaron Norris, but you know, bloke's been working courtesy of his brother for what, fucking 40 years now. So
Yeah, his brother.
Could be worse.
What's
Could
his
be
brother
worse.
now flogging again? What's Chuck flogging now?
Roundhouse rations or whatever. Roundhouse supplements. Or something.
Jesus Christ!
Basically, it's a bucket of gruel, Adam.
Just in case, the US gets invaded.
Yeah, exactly. He knows his market. He knows he plays this, and then afterwards, I'm surprised we didn't get an ad in the middle for Roundhouse rations.
Are we sure the Roundhouse rations ads doesn't go? In my movie Invasion USA, we came very close to losing the country.
If
now,
this happens, and you get hungry, you don't have to be one of those people at the store begging for meat because you'll have a bucket of Roundhouse rations.
Roundhouse rations. Look, Chuck I think he's also flogging some kind of boxing equipment.
Is he?
Yes.
Roundhouse provisions.
Okay, Why wouldn't you call it Roundhouse rations? That sounds better.
It sounds better.
Jesus, Chuck, give us a ring.
And I've told you this before, but my favourite Roundhouse provision is morning kick. That is outstanding.
No, it's not. Oh, no, Chuck. Can you also check and see if Chuck's doing some selling some fucking exercise equipment? Him and his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's saying, I'm fucking fit. I'm fit as I've ever been. And he's punching shit, and I'm like,
I bet he is. He's got a morning kick, and you can get yourself a jar of morning kick for $49.95.
We should buy some and try it on this show. What do you reckon? I'm serious.
Let's do it.
We should.
I'll do it.
Are you willing to shell 49?
Well, I mean,
we'll go halvies.
For my, for peace of mind.
Yeah. And then if I ever get into an Invasion USA type of situation,
I'll have 90 toilet rolls and a box of morning kick out there. I'll be ready to go.
Let's buy some morning kick. You heard it here. We're going to test run. We're going to test run some Chuck Norris.
Can we get it into the country?
I don't know. But let's try.
But we have to try. We must try.
What is it? Do you heat it up?
I don't know. You just mix it with water, don't you? Can you mix it with milk?
Is it
extra protein?
Is it a fucking supplement or is it a soup?
It's a provision.
So is it a supplement or a soup? Can you tell me?
No.
Because Jesus Christ, I'm assuming it's food. Like I'm assuming it's not a protein shake, is it?
Well, I think it's something like that.
Fucking hell. Chuck,
so morning kick appears to be some sort of...
Chuck, when the world ends, mate, I don't want to drink protein shakes fucking 24/7, mate.
Morning kick seems to be some sort of protein / vaguely...
Okay, find me an actual
emergency food supply kit only costs you $250, Adam. There's also a 3-day emergency kit for $69.
I'm not paying fucking $300 for some shit.
Well, we can get a 3-day kit for $69 and just sample.
Yeah, a charcuterie board.
How about this one?
Chuck Norris's bullshit that he's flogging.
How about this
His
one?
rations.
Dietary supplement. Looks like it might be tablet form. Health and energy activator called 3-hit combo.
God, we've totally forgotten what's happening here. The place is getting blown up to shit. And Chuck is fighting it out with Richard Lynch, who's now got a rocket launcher. But who's listening does not want us to sample some of Chuck Norris's Roundhouse provisions?
We can also finish up some 3-hit combo with a gut strike. A gut strike pill as well.
Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm going to have to do a cleanse prior to doing this because I get the feeling like I'm going to get cleansed either way. I
think so.
Did you find out if he's flogging some sort of equipment?
I'm still on it.
I think it's...
here we go. The invasion is officially over. We've got you, boys. Maybe if 5 or 6 of you had stayed home, you're still in the game.
Or you'd perhaps tried to invade 2 different spots because that would probably work better. Like you spread the resources thin. If you get what I'm saying. I want to eat his shit. I actually do want to try his provisions, Jared. We have to.
Okay.
We've now promised. We will eat it. If it's morning kick, it's morning kick.
It's still Total Gym that he's flogging, is it?
No.
Well, as of the 15th of September 2023, Chuck Norris and son Dakota on the Total Gym.
Oh, okay, it is Total Gym.
Maybe it's still the Total Gym.
Yeah, it must be Total Gym. Because he was also showing he was boxing and shit with his son.
Right.
How old's his son? His son must be fucking 50.
Yeah, well, if Chuck's 80, you'd think...
Oh, they've both got rocket launchers.
Whoa, there you go.
All right, Richie Lynch goes flying out the window.
Is that a leg? That's a foot. Definitely body parts flying out the window.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Good stuff.
Chuck's going home to have a morning kick.
Yeah.
It's about that time.
He's like, I am. As he comes outside, he says, I'm fucked. I need some morning kick tomorrow morning. Is that how it ends?
Yep.
Holy shit. All right. Well, fuck. I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah,
3.5
played for me. Well played.
3.5. Well played, Chuck. You did good there. Did good. Played strong. We will try the morning kick. We're going to try the morning
You
kick.
fucking promised.
I've promised. I've fucking promised.
It's coming out of your budget?
It's coming out of my budget. Yes, it's coming out of my budget. We will try morning
I think we
kick.
can probably go halves.
Chuck Norris's morning kick. Because I tell you what, Jared, after one sample, we'll be fighting each other to see who gets to keep it.
We've got to get a bucket for that. So if we sample it once, what are we going to do
A
with
bucket?
the rest of it?
Jesus Christ. I gotta fucking eat these gruel for like 3 weeks. I said I'll try it once.
It's not a financially responsible decision. $50 for one. Because we're talking US dollars, so...
So 75. 75 to 80.
Once we factor in postage, we're paying probably $120 for one protein shake. Is that what you want to do?
No, okay, we're making a pact right here, Jared. We're going to get this shit in. We're going to try it. And no matter what it fucking tastes like, we're going to split it.
Every time we record an episode,
I can tell you right now,
kick.
by the time... well, yes, we will... Every episode has a morning kick in it. That's what I reckon. I reckon that's the way to go.
Yeah, yep.
But I'll tell you what I expect, though, from this. I expect to look like Chuck Norris when it's over.
Well, my hair's already falling out, so I'm halfway there.
I want to look like peak Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's exactly what's going to happen.
I believe that's what
happens. I have that in the morning, I have a 3-hit combo
Norris.
in the afternoon, and I'm fucking ready to rock and roll.
All right, that was Invasion USA. Keep an eye on our Facebook page, people, for what we do next. But until then, take it easy, and we'll catch everyone later. Cheers.
Find the podcast at Podomatic or on iTunes. Don't forget to rate and review. Like us on Facebook at Thrill Me Podcast Australia or contact us at thrillme, all one word, all lowercase, at iinet.net.au.